Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 mods for the trolls. Let's roll. Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 mods for the trolls. Let's roll.
Let's get cheap dogs. We made it first. Look at that, you made it first. What's up, gypsy lady? Cold out there.
Eddie, you a fool for this one, man. Mr. Nice Guy. Proud boy. Yeah, I'm a proud boy.
How is everybody
Tell y'all,
today?
movement is here, baby.
Everybody
We
doing
here. Keep on watching. Keep on listening. Don't pay attention. Woo! 2021. We're in the house. Trump's coming back, baby. Conservative.
What's up, shit, Warren? Just here, just here.
You forgot the one in the chamber.
What's up, Digga Warp? Oh, you know what? I forgot to join over there on Twitch. That I can get some more people. Oh, it's my washer. My washer's making that noise. Forgot my washer's on. What's up, guys? My stupid power just went out. That's what sucks about being up here, you know. I gotta redo a couple things on my power source. Gotta upgrade a little bit. So let's see. Dang, it's weird. It says there's nobody in there, but I know Diggawarp's in there. Weird. Weird how that works. Oh well. How's everybody? Dang. I gotta shave again. You were blasting my Twitch page? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I could definitely use that to help over there. Freaking. So what's new, guys? Oh, now we're up to 3. There we go. How's it going over? How warm is it over there in Florida, where you guys are? What's up, Breagle? What's up, Paul? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's nice to have people over there. I think, let's see. I'm tired today. Maybe tomorrow we'll go, there's a train robbery down there. Well, let's go check it out. Let's go see what's up with the train robbery. I was just watching Mr. Bill from Saturday. It's fucking chilly. What's chilly to you? 60 something? Oh yeah, here's Chris.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, freedom fighter. It is going ignored. I could tell that the officers felt like they had their hands tied.
See what you guys seeing.
But
alright, let's get rid of this for right now. Let's see what's going on over there. Let's go say.
But it just blew me away that the left was angry and defending the people who were doing that, and thought they'd get support on social media, and it turns out they didn't get support.
There we go.
Fact,
what's up, David Aguilar? We got Paul. We got Big Flo. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué haciendo? What's going on? Like, am I not loud enough? Hold on, I want to see. Let's see how loud I am. Yeah, I'm all right, I guess. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it happens in other places other than LA.
When was the last time somebody robbed a train?
It was a small percentage based on the number of.
Oh yeah, Trump's on Hannity.
The number of.
That's cool.
Containers that were on the, that didn't get
article.
Opened, or, even just having the container get opened, I'm sure causes some sort of problems. And what I just realized too, that's kind of funny, is I watched the movie Super 8 last night, directed by Bad Robot. Oh shit, what's his name? J.J. Abrams. Thank you.
It was Dominic Toretto.
You know, that's a whole train catastrophe.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Maybe we have another train event coming of some sort. What's the third thing going to be with the trains? Maybe that was it. But
what happened? Can somebody explain to me what happened?
We got led down this path today for whatever reason.
That's what you guys are seeing. You guys are seeing all that. Okay, cool. Coolio. Yeah, dude, I started my 3D printer up, and I had my heater going, and I was charging the scooter, and my washer was going, and then I had this set up, and then my...
So that's beautiful downtown Los Angeles.
What do you call it? Went out. The power went out. You can tell he's cold. He's sniffing.
Pretty great view from
What's up, Gonzo girl?
5 freeway.
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what happened. I'm trying to see what happened here. I don't exactly know.
But not too long ago, this was all junkyard lots. All along this left-hand side here, Mission Boulevard is up there. This used to be all junk lots, used car parts and whatnot. And I don't remember how long ago they
right
bought
on.
all the land,
Thanks,
all the
Miklo.
property down the side. And
how cold is it, Happy Chappy?
Whole area.
Hold on,
I don't know if it was a train
Nah,
yard.
it's not that cold.
I suppose it might have been, but maybe not
I
this
know,
day.
I'm a dork.
But I remember we shot in one of the junkyards.
All right, if that's just that. I was watching this. I was watching Mr. Bill mess around with Dustin.
Hey, stupid. Oh, people like you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, big shot.
We got to tell Mr. Bill to mention me next time he's around Dustin.
Okay, big shot.
He makes good content.
This was Saturday, I guess.
Oh my God. Oh wait, did you guys hear this? January 6th was all Antifa according to this guy. Oh, watch out. Oh, no, when you were there, so. No. He said if he was there, it would have been done correctly.
You want to go see the chickadees? See, the problem is it's like a 45-minute to an hour drive for me. I'm not gonna go drinking, and then I'm gonna drive back up here, so I can't do it. I just can't go down there to the bar. I am not gonna get in trouble for driving drunk. So, yeah, that's Dustin. So, guys, once again, this is from Saturday.
Last night. Stupid, last night you were there.
He thinks he's tough shit, right? And he's threatened me. And as soon as I told him, as soon as I get to fuck around and find out. I get to Portland and he won't fuck with me.
You don't even know what a communist is, you moron.
Right, Happy Chappy?
What the fucking word is, you moron?
If you're an anarchist, then why are you wanting the government to control you? That's kind of funny.
I'm gonna bring the dictionary.
There's something going wrong with my chat again. Oh, there it is.
Hey, God Rights. You want to get in my Discord?
I gotta text Mr. Bill. Tell him that next time he's around Dustin, he's gotta fucking mention me.
We're standing here. You guys came to us.
Oh, so you live here?
How did we bring violence to you?
I live right here in this spot right here.
That's how dumb this guy is.
You guys want to get in my Discord?
What's up, Julius?
Moderator can put it up there if they want to.
Yeah, but
Nice.
so when I showed up in Portland last time, I'm sitting there, I'm unloading from my truck, and Tiny walks up to me and he's like, "Yo, Eddie, I need a favor." And I was like, "Oh, what's he gonna ask?" He's like, "The minute you see that little motherfucker in that wheelchair, you kick his ass." I was like, "You got it, Tiny." So I never got to do what I told Tiny I was gonna do because he never showed up.
You miss Dustin? How you doing, Dustin?
You know, I don't even think I would let him. I think I would just walk up and swing on him. I'd be in jail that day. Because he's threatening me on Twitter.
Where's the rain, guys? You hear something different in the rain report today? I heard it was going to be partly sunny. You guys think that there's a chance of rain?
Can you imagine the war that would start up? What's up, Hydra? What's up, Richard Crank? You want to get a train horn put on your truck? I know, right? Well, like, all right, so I am getting my new truck hopefully in January, guys.
Be safe, of course.
A nice big freaking diesel truck. Hopefully it's going to be a 2022 Silverado. And I'm going to try and get a train horn on there. I'm going to upgrade the turbo so it sounds like, you know. Oh, I'm going to fix that truck up nice. If I have the money, we'll see.
Cowbell. I wonder what the point of the cowbell is.
Get a boat horn?
You know what the point of the cowbell is?
They're calling us all to eat. So they know we're going to kick their asses. Oh, wait, did I set up my freaking Zoom for drunk? Yes, I did.
Good jokes out there, guys. You know, they're good jokes. Keep them clean, though, relatively clean.
You're vaccinated. Ooh, aren't you special? You love your Silverado? Yeah, my brother told me to wait. What did I just do? Oops, I know what I did.
I'm going to be going places.
My brother told... Where the hell was that at? Oh, that was when I was in Minnesota.
And it's about putting your business. Hey guys, Ross here, and
that was when I was in Minnesota.
I'm going to be going places tomorrow that nobody else has gone.
This is when I went to freaking... This when I was on the bus in Minnesota. Anyways. Just trying to hit pause on this. All the way for drunk. You know what? Let's look up trucks. Let's go to Chevrolet.com. Let's see if they got any in stock. You know, you can't find a diesel truck anymore in stock. Give a little wheelchair guy some rocket power up his ass, right? See, he's only $500 cyber cash right now, so I don't want to do that. Where was it? I know there's a way to search for him. Find a dealer. I don't want to. If you don't want to find the dealer, let's go to view inventory. Is this what it is? Let's see. Search inventory. I think this is it. They told me when I talked to them last time, they said it's the same price for 2022 as it would be for 2021. So we're just gonna search for 2022. 2,500. That's what we want. You got a Colorado? Yeah, my stepdad has a Colorado. It's just I got a big trailer that I got to tow across country, so I want the fully loaded, not fully loaded, but you know what I mean. All right, I can't have a, let's see, I want, this is what I want right here. Crew cab with 4-wheel drive, drive type. We want 4-wheel drive. I do not want white, I can tell you that much. Powertrain, we want diesel, Duramax. There it is, 6.6 Duramax. No exact matches found, really? Holy shit, the price has gone up. Still, look, there's white ones. I don't want a white one. I don't know why there's so many white fucking trucks. Well, I know I looked at Gilroy. They don't have them right now, bro. Let's do Gilroy Chevrolet. Just real quick for you. I'm not even ready to buy yet. I gotta wait till after the 1st anyways. Let me Gilroy first. Last time I looked, they didn't have any diesel trucks. We shall see. Alright, so I'm looking, I don't want a 1500. I want the 2500. See, they only have one 2500 in stock. And where is it? Close. Do I have to do a search again? So there's 11 vehicles found, but those are all 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. In order to get a diesel, it's got to be 2500. Here we go. Seeing it's white and it's a single cab. And what is it? It's a diesel at least. You can tell it's diesel because it's got this right here, the scoop on it. And it's only rear-wheel drive. Oh wait, that's a 6.6 liter V8. I was wrong. See, it's not even a diesel. Not even a diesel, bro. Let's see this one. Let's look at this one. This one's nice. It's got the Duramax, the convenience, the Z71, front bucket seats. I don't want to request a quote. Front bucket seats. See, I don't need the gooseneck trailer package. I want the rear camera. I don't want the rear camera mirror. I want the rear camera. See, that's not even what I want. It's not even what I want. I'm not ignoring you, Diggle. Because white is pretty. I got a white truck right now. You've seen my truck. I don't want another white one. Let's see what this blue one looks like. Holy shit, 74 grand. I looked last month. See, I shouldn't have listened to my brother. I looked last month and they were in the 60s. It's got the sport edition. That's why. Technology package, safety package. I bet you it's not even in stock. Really? We'll have to check that out, Mr. Nice Guy. 74. This black one looks nice. See, I don't want chrome. I hate chrome. I'd rather have it murdered out. It's got the 6.6 Duramax. Oh, you know what? That other one then did have a diesel truck too then. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to wait till January.
Got good jokes out there, guys.
I heard you still have to wait anyway.
Keep it clean, though.
Oh, here's Drunk Uncle. Hold on. Let's add the drunkie. Little drunkie poo. What's up, Trazer? What's your favorite disgusting sandwich? I don't know. I don't eat disgusting sandwiches. Let's see, we gotta add Drunk Uncle back to the mix. What's up, Drunk? There you are. You're right there. What's going on?
Still hurting.
Your boss is in here right now. She said you did a shitty job at work today. She said she almost fired you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I left open beer for you at the shop. I forgot to grab it as I was leaving.
Oh my gosh. See, that's what's good about owning your own shop. You can have a beer when you're leaving.
Yep. I knew my hands felt light when I was walking out, and I didn't put two and two together until I was about to jump on the interstate. And I was like, well,
how the hell do you forget your beer? A guy named Drunk Uncle forgets his beer.
I know.
What the hell am I talking about? We're in Vegas, and he left a 24-pack of beer? Or an 18-pack of beer in my, at the house? Didn't even drink it.
It's just comforting that it was there.
There you go. Made you feel better knowing that if you needed to have another beer, we had it.
That's right. What's up, Gypsy? What's up, Paulie? Hey, Mr. Nice Guy.
We had everything that day. We had freaking weed. We had beer. We had whiskey. We had tequila. You name it, we had it. The whole case he forgot. Yeah, to go work. He forgot the whole case. And that's the good thing about being the only one driving there. I got to take everything home. The Proud Boys are fascists. Dude, I still got toilet paper from that trip. By the way, thank you, Diggle Warp. I'm still wiping my butt with your toilet paper. I know, TMI. I like free stuff.
Hey, if I could have took the beer on the plane with me, I would have definitely took it with me.
Well, it was sealed. Just tell them, hey, I bought that at the, what do you call that place in there? What is it where you can buy the tax-free shit at the airport?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't know there was such thing.
You can only buy it if you have an international flight.
No. Hey, Diggle.
What is that? Diggle, wherever you travel, what the fuck is that place called?
Was it Sky Mall?
No, Sky Mall is like, it's like a Sharper Image type thing.
Oh.
Oh, and dude, Sharper Image magazine came in the other day, and I gave it to my freaking stepdad. And the duty free store, that's what it's called, the duty free store.
Dude.
But yeah, so now my stepdad's like, hey, look at this. I should get. I forget what it was. What? Oh, it's something that cooks his soft boiled eggs. We got so many devices in that house over there. Heck yeah, toilet paper is worth a lot of money. Back during the pandemic.
Public place. You guys are out in public, so. Huh?
Is she asking him not to film her?
I'll try to avoid you if I can. But if people are wanting to have their voice be heard, I'm going to try to
record their voice. You're in a public place.
Okay?
You can get filmed wherever. Is that a girl or a guy?
Huh? Then they shouldn't come out in public, probably. It would be a good idea. If not come out in public, then they probably wouldn't want to see their face recorded. If they want to see their face, they probably want to stay home. Or
Mr. Bill's pretty cool.
I
like Mr. Bill. Face, you know? What's up, Willow? Haven't seen you in a while.
Then they think they can sell that at the Ace.
So how did work go today? You have any crazy customers come in today?
No, not crazy. Just a loud one, and one that makes me anxious whenever he comes in.
He makes you anxious. Why does he make you anxious? Does he ask like a ton of questions or something?
No, he's all jacked up on what I assume is meth, and being around people that are all whacked out on like amphetamines and stuff like that, with the constant like sniffing and the moving and can't stay still. It makes me anxious for some reason.
Cajun, and I did dig a work. I'm sorry,
No,
I haven't had a chance.
Going to steal or anything like that. It's just the constant moving, and you can't really have a conversation with them because their mind changes like so quick, and they talk so fast. It's hard to hold a conversation. It makes me anxious.
That, and it probably worries your customers too, I bet.
Yeah.
It probably worries your customers. Dude, what the fuck is that? Look at that motorhome. He's got it all covered up.
Hey, Cajun.
I guess they're still not allowing people. Well, I guess they won't ever. And what happened to all the Antifa streamers? They must all be gone now. You notice that?
Oh, I didn't think they Antifa allowed streamers anymore. They put a stop.
That's what I think. That sucks. We don't get to see all the good footage anymore. Have to wait for our streamers to come out there, and then they attack them. So we really get the good footage then.
Yeah. So what's Antifa out today for?
Oh, this wasn't today. This was Saturday. I was just rewatching this. This was from Saturday with Mr. Bill.
Oh, okay.
I started watching it because I saw Dustin, so I was like, oh, I gotta watch this. That's because Dustin was in it. Let's see if they show.
He says the same thing every time I see him pop up in a video. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. Proud Boys. They're dangerous.
Yeah, and then he starts threatening people. Oh wait, hold on here. Let's see here. I haven't seen this part yet. Let's see what happens here.
Good. How you doing, guy?
Like, what's he doing over here?
How you doing? In medical tyranny, awesome.
How'd he get up over that little curve there?
Oh, nice dogs out here too. You notice that? So Dustin's having a nice little conversation here.
I should bring Donnie over and let him pee on Dustin.
Pretty dog. Pretty dog.
Mr. Bill definitely has some good audio on here.
Hey, is Quincy watching right now? Somebody let Quincy know that I'm live here. I gotta see if I can have a conversation. If Quincy asks Dustin some questions, since he doesn't answer questions of anybody else but Quincy.
I wonder if Dustin would answer questions for me. Let's see. I think it's funny how he gets in everybody's face. What's up, Bo?
You guys got good jokes there, guys.
What's with the pink hat, by the way?
Because he's a pussy.
That's an easy target right there. I'm telling you, I'd be in trouble. I don't even think I'd wait for him to say something bad to me. After he threatened me on fucking Facebook, I think I should just walk up to him and just sock him. Just one punch and knock him out. I don't know. So I haven't paid any. Have you paid attention to that other trial now, the Ahmed trial?
No, I heard something about toenails today. That's all I've heard.
Toenails?
Yeah, bringing out his toenails. I don't know. I don't know if they were insinuating that he was running barefoot that day, which wouldn't make sense on why, if you're an avid runner, why you run barefoot. But
Yeah.
people are upset with something about dirty toenails being brought out. I don't know.
Okay, that's weird. That's really weird. That's a weird one. Anyways, well, you know what? Let's get started on the news then, guys. I don't have much to say. I didn't do shit today. Donnie, Donnie ate something wrong yesterday, and oh my gosh, she had to go to the bathroom like every 10 minutes in the middle of the night because he had to, you know.
Have you got any news about the Proud Boys in your queue?
I got something about Enrique. I don't know exactly what it's about, but that's it. Why? What do you got?
And you didn't get like any unexpected calls today?
No.
Oh, their January 6th commission is subpoenaing Proud Boys International and Enrique and individually. So I didn't know with that dropping. I was like, well, I guess I'll be contacting Eddie soon, even though you're not with them anymore.
You know what? Actually, I did see that. I think I did I did put that in the queue. I haven't read it yet. And when I read the title on it, I looked up subpoenas and I didn't see nothing in my name. But they've contacted me before, so it's like my lawyer told him to go fuck off, basically.
Yeah.
But he told them the only way I talked to him is if they subpoenaed me. So maybe they. But it said the leaders of the Proud Boy. I was never a leader of the Proud Boy, so I don't think. I was just your average Joe. Not even in local, I wasn't even a leader. So I don't know. Who knows?
Well, to a lot of people that don't know much about it, they would, when I first started watching, I would assume before, I got to know you, I would assume that it was, Enrique, Biggs, Noble. I didn't even know about Rufio. And then you, just because you were always there videotaping it, you were their recorder guy. So, to the people like, Nancy Pelosi, for all she thinks you're like the former fucking Secretary of Treasury of the Proud Boys or something. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Just
I mean,
you're on video a lot.
I actually hear that a lot, but I mean, I was just a guy with a camera, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm just other
was,
people, they might assume that you're of a higher rank just because they've seen you so much, but that's just because you had a camera.
Yeah, I had the camera. What's up, Steve Pence?
So, Steve.
Lots of people
Scuba
had cameras.
Steve.
Lots of people had cameras, but I, had the better cameras. That's what it was, And just because I'm crippled, You hear somebody saying, get out of my way, it's the crazy cripple coming through, people are gonna watch.
Yeah.
Oh, when that girl ran past me. No, she had remember that girl's wearing a trash bag. So and she run past me and the wind hit the trash bag in her pants and her trash bag flew up. Yeah. I remember that. That was in Sacramento. Going down the alley. What's up, Spicy? And we got Steve Penn. I don't know if I said it high or not a second ago, Steve, but what's up, Steve?
Did she really not even have any panties on, or was it like a thong? That's pretty ballsy to go out there without no underwear on.
From the very quick second or whatever that I saw.
It didn't look like it. It didn't look like she had anything on.
Yeah. Well, remember, because I saw her in D.C. later on, and she's like, hey, I remember you from Sacramento. And I was like, you do? She's like, yeah, we talked. And I was like, okay, I see a lot of people. And she's like, I was the one wearing the trash bag. And I was like, oh, you're the one that wasn't wearing any underwear that ran past me and the trash bag flew up. And she's like, shh. So, yeah. I watched when you kicked that guy's ass and your wheelchair fell over. Which time? That was the one in Sacramento. That was the one in Sacramento, I think, when my wheelchair fell over. Because when I got in a fight with the guy in Huntington Beach, I don't think my scooter fell over. I don't know. Anyways, let's go to the news. Let's get to the news. Is that the only thing that you had that was super interesting today, Drunk?
We We got our espresso machine working again. Yay! I get to make coffee. Well,
You found
got
out
our
the
ice
sex of the
cream
twins today?
fixed. That's good.
Uh-huh.
But our refrigerator gave out today.
Well, that
So
sucks.
I don't know if Chappie's still in here. I don't think she's still in here, but
Congratulations. Did you see that Steve Pence found out the twins are going to be boys? Congratulations.
word up.
You know, Eddie's always a good name for one of them. You know, John Wick and Eddie Block films.
Hey, Snooky. Hey, Eva.
Snooky's in here. I didn't see Snooky in here yet. Oh, hey, Eden. I see Eden in here. Why don't I see Snookies? What's up, Eva? The evil Knievel. All right, let me see what you guys are seeing. Because the other night, this wasn't on right. Let me move it over. Here we go.
Hello, Eden.
When the guy took my hat or my... No, the guy took my water bottle. That's what he took.
Hey, Brad.
The one I got back. Yeah. Fuck it. You want to see it again? I'll show it to you again.
With his pants on, looking like he's preparing for a flood.
Who's that? Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Water bottle.
Yeah.
So, looking back, some of our trends were pretty stupid too. Even though I wore the shit out of Jinkos, but damn, was that not a dumb trend?
Yeah, I remember that. Surprised the dogs aren't barking. Let's see. Oh, here he is, right here. There's no such thing as white power. You just fast forward to the fun part. Act like you're in a threat. Fucking boy calling me. Dude with his butt front right there. Bro. Just fucking do it.
If you stand up and you put your hands on me, that changes everything.
I put my hand on you.
No, hit me.
Oh, see now he's. It's funny how they go. Well, just touch me and I'll knock you out.
Fucking do something about it, bro. Hey, come on, bro. Give me my fucking shit back, bro. Give me my fucking shit back, bro. Give me my fucking shit. No, it ain't, bro.
I should sell that. I should auction off that water
Come here,
bottle.
you stupid motherfucker. Give me my shit back, bro.
Aren't those called high waters or something like that?
Give me my shit back.
Yeah, flooded. Hot water, flooded, same thing.
Hold on, let's see if I can. Let me see if I can get it to stop right when I punch him again. Nope. Damn it.
Get back, bro.
Now it's him swinging, but I think he missed. He only hit me like once.
Back, bro. Give me my shit back.
Oh, I got him. I got him. They said I hit him like 4 or 5 times. It's just all about stopping at the right second. And I can't do it. It won't let me do it.
Give me my shit back.
I just really hope that little kid was able to get out of the way.
Oh, before which little kid? There's a little kid there? I didn't even see the little kid.
Yeah, right before you.
Oh, right there.
You hit him. Yeah, there's a little kid, so I hope that he was able to get out of the way. When I seen that, I was like, ooh.
See, it always. I'm not having the luck today. I'm gonna have to go and edit that one day and just slow it down frame by frame so I can say, "What's up, Mike Jones? Mike Jones." We got David Potts in here. Freaking everybody's in here today. Welcome everybody. Nice seeing everybody in here again. Hope y'all are having a good time. You know. All right. So check this out. Let's get to the very first news article. Biden taps into Strategic Petroleum Reserve to release 50 million barrels of oil to lower gas prices. Now, I'm going to ask a stupid question. Where the fuck do they keep all this oil at? And I know they don't keep it in barrels, right? They probably keep it in a tank somewhere, right? They keep it at Fort Knox, or where the hell do you think they keep it at, drunk uncle? We should look into that.
I don't know. Texas? Shit, I don't know.
I would think they would keep it at Fort Knox. You know how much is a barrel of oil going for now? Like probably $200 a barrel?
No idea.
No, I don't know. All right, so let's see. Joe Biden is tapping into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to release 50 million barrels of oil. Specifically, the Department of Energy released 32 million barrels of oil as part of the exchange that will be returned to the reserve in the coming years. 18 million barrels will be released over the next several months from a sale that Congress had previously authorized. Who are they selling it to? While the statement admits Americans are hurting due to rising gas prices, the administration seems to be engaging in damage control by attempting to praise Biden's actions so far. He's the dumbass that raised that shit all up, right? What's up, Laura? You think they keep it over there? I don't know. Meanwhile, 45 is questioning his move. In a statement released Tuesday, Donald Trump pointed out during his time in office the U.S. was energy independent. In turn, look at these. See, look, another. Am I like the grammar Nazis nowadays? Freaking turn is TURN, asshole. Leading to lower oil prices. He also pointed out he filled the strategic oil reserves in case of emergency when prices were low.
What's up, DC?
I think he did it. DC is in here now too. Dang, we got DC has multiple DCs in here under both their names. Despite this, Biden plans to tap into the emergency oil reserves. You know, if he hadn't shut down, what was that called? What was that one thing? Wasn't there something that he said? What happened over at your house? What was that?
Kicked my beer box.
You kicked your beer box. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What was that thing that, he's like, you know what? I promise I won't shut it down. And then, like, the first hour Joe Biden was president, he shut it down. What was that called again? The Keystone Pipeline, right? What a dumbass. You know? Fucking let us have the fracking. Go back to fracking. Open up everything. Freaking let's get our country. Let's get our. If they did that, I wonder how long do you guys think? How long do you guys think if we allowed fracking? If we gave out a whole bunch more permits, for drilling wells, all this shit. How fast do you think our country can get out of debt if we just start selling our oil? Think about it. From what I understand, we have more oil under the United States of America than Saudi Arabia does. Is that true, Drunk? Or I mean, at least somewhere close to it, if not more.
I cannot say. I always heard in college that we have a shit ton of oil here, but when I was in college, they said it would cost too much for us to refine it, manufacture it, blah, 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 blah. But obviously that wasn't true, or something changed because Trump was able to do it.
Okay? So who? Mike Jones, you're asking why do we even buy foreign oil? What are we on right here? What happened to this here? That's weird. The reason why we have to buy foreign oil, number one, California has to buy foreign oil. And the reason why California has to buy foreign oil is because California has so many fucking regulations on the oil and how it has to be refined that within a union state, and I think all oil companies are have union workers, right? So you have union workers, which are the highest and paid employees that you can get. All the fees, all having to be green, how clean you have to be, just all the insurance, all that shit, right? If you look it up, California, the only people that can afford to sell California gas is Saudi Arabia. That's how much. Um, that's how much. What should I say? I'm trying to think of the right words here. Help me out, Drunk. What's the right word? That's how much like taxes and permitting and just how much the government of California is ruining it.
Looking for red tape or regulations?
Yeah, red tape or regulations. If you look in California and you go down like in Santa Barbara, LA area, all you're gonna see is just whole bunch of oh my god, my brain's freezing right now. Of the derricks, right? You got the oil derricks out there in the water, just everywhere. We have enough oil, but no, we have to buy it from California. We have to buy it from Saudi Arabia because they're the only ones who can do it cheaply enough because they probably have. Oh, I can't say the S word on here, can I? They probably force people to work in the oil fields. How about that?
Oh,
You know what I
very
mean?
low wages, if
Very,
any.
very low wages, if any, yeah. Here's your food and here's your water and go do the work. What's up, Spank the Monkey? You joined the club with the FBI visited you a couple Saturdays ago. They took something you said out of context about Kim Fox. Kim Fox? Who is Kim Fox? Oh, welcome to the club. Hopefully you made it out okay. The only difference is I wasn't visited by the FBI for something I did. They just wanted to steal all my equipment. Is it blue tape? I thought it was red tape. I think it is red tape.
Yeah, I see what they mean, though.
Yeah. Oh, blue tape. Now I get it, because the Democrats. Oh, I gotcha.
But what's weird is you are so strict about the gas that you're using, and this is just a stereo or a general assumption of what a Southerner thinks of California, but isn't your air quality like really bad out there?
Yes. So
Okay. They might want to align their priorities a little bit more.
Yeah, so like
I'm sure the gas goes into the why the fuck your air quality's so bad, smog, fires. I don't know, but some priorities seem to be out of whack over there.
Well, where I am, I'm in a valley, right? So all the smoke comes into us. And when I was going to college, and I was in not film class, I took a photography class to help my film and my filming, and they said, my professor said, you notice why we always have the beautiful colors in the clouds at night, or the beautiful sunsets? He's all, actually, what that is, that's all the smog from LA and San Francisco that come to our valley because it gets stuck here. So yeah, when you guys see a beautiful colors in the sky, you're probably in some really bad air. Let's just say that. Oh yeah, the lack of forest management. Shit. When was it that it was last September? Yeah, last September. I'm driving back from Las Vegas and I couldn't see 200 feet in front of me on the freeway because there were so many forest fires burning. You couldn't see anywhere. It was awful. No, it wasn't it wasn't last September, was it? I don't know. Who knows? All right, so let's see. New York Assembly has evidence that Governor Cuomo engaged in sexual harassment and covered up the nursing home deaths. We already had evidence of the engaged in sexual harassment, but now they're talking about the nursing home deaths. Let's check this out. This has got to be fun. Oh, wait, we got to watch their stupid commercial first. What? No commercial?
A report documenting alleged abuses of power by former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Here's One America's Jacob DeMille.
The New York State Judiciary Committee says there is substantial evidence former Governor Andrew Cuomo used his position to abuse power on multiple occasions. The bombshell 45-page report released Monday finds Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women working under him. The report also finds Cuomo likely undercounted COVID-19 nursing home deaths in 2020 and illegally used staffers and state resources to write a book on leadership. This corroborates Attorney General Letitia James's report earlier this year, which Cuomo repeatedly tried to discredit as lopsided and political. In a statement, Cuomo's attorneys said the same thing about this report, claiming both investigators, quote, refused to provide the former governor with access to all evidence, adding they believe this is a violation of his due process. However, Democrat Committee Chair Charles Levine says this probe was carried out with extreme diligence and thoughtfulness. But many state lawmakers say this newest report is actually not surprising at all.
While there's no surprises, it confirms what I and many of my colleagues have been saying.
They're going to cover it up for him.
It's all about arrogance and the idea that I've got so much power, the rules that apply to everyone else don't apply to me.
The probe took a total of 8 months to complete.
What a bunch of junk. Julius, so the reason why that California cannot clear the forest is because we have little critters in there that they don't want to die, like the spotted owl. If we clean up the forest floor, we might scare off the spotted owl, and they may become more extinct. Or there's a certain kind of frog that lives in the Yosemite National Forest that we can't go and disturb. So yeah, it's all about, you know, they'd here's the funny part. So you protect the forest animals like the spotted owl and stuff, but then when the forest catches on fire because you didn't do your due diligence, then you're still killing them off. You're still killing them off. Stupid is what stupid does, right? Intoxicated by power, yeah. Dude, how the heck are you on like two different? Oh, never mind. I won't even say it. Anyways, what do you think, Drunk? You think Cuomo's ever going to pay for anything, or you think they're just going to be like, it's Cuomo? Fuck it.
Gabagool.
You know, he's Italian. That's what Italians do. Let's see. Republican workers blocked from participating in the 2020 election. I don't know if we can play this or not. We'll
Dozens
see.
of volunteers are coming forward to talk about what they witnessed during the 2020 election. One America's Christina Bobb spoke with Republican poll worker Christian Cushman and has more from Detroit.
Steve Pence, you might get a little bit of
Cushman,
trouble.
you were a poll worker here in Detroit during the 2020 election. What was your experience like?
I was at a table. I was with four other workers, and one of the first things that came over the PA in the morning, once everybody settled in, was if you're a Republican, raise your hand. And at least on my side of the room, I saw maybe 3 other people raise their hands besides me. And they said that they needed more Republicans to work at the adjudication stations because that has to be 1 Republican and 1 Democrat. So it appeared that they didn't have enough Republicans.
I'm going to look into that, Lori.
You noticed, or you said that there were about 3 others besides you. How many people were in the room altogether? About?
Oh gosh, there's 5 at every table, and there's something like 300, 400 boards.
So you were outnumbered hundreds to 1.
I gotcha.
Oh, definitely.
That's astonishing. What was the atmosphere like?
Our table, we were all very friendly. I was the only Republican at my table. We got along great. We had a lot of stories, and we had no issues from anything. I mean, they knew I was a Republican, obviously, right from the get-go.
I wouldn't have told them.
But there was a lot of tension in the room. When challengers would come around and try to get close to see what we were doing, the supervisors would keep telling them they had to be 6 feet away. And I told my supervisor, I said, that was thrown out in a court case just a few days ago. They don't have to be 6 feet away. And
right? Here, maybe this is another reason why we have this pandemic going on, because they didn't want people to be within 6 feet so they couldn't read all the stuff. Just a thought. Just a thought. I don't know. Hold on, I gotta turn my heater down. It's fucking hot in here. 1 second, I'll be right back. Lay down, Drunk. Go to bed. Drunk is all quiet over there. You're supposed to be talking when I'm gone.
Sorry. I'm feeling off today. I don't know if it's because I'm hurting or what.
Drunk Uncle worked too hard now. Worked out too hard. Girls with black hair girls with black hair are turning you on lately. Well, there you go, Julius. Watch out. Watch out, ladies. If you got dark hair, Julius is on the prowl.
Julius, you just keep your hands off Tulsi Gabbard. She's mine.
What color hair does Tulsi Gabbard have?
Black with gray in the very front.
Ah, I see. All right, so so they actually set the bail for this dude today, huh?
I was close on my guesstimate last night.
Well,
I think I guessed 5 million.
I don't know.
4 million? I think I either guessed 4 or 5 million, and his bail is 4 or 5 million. I was one off.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. The Waukesha parade suspect Daryl Brooks facing 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide Actually, it's going to be 6 now. I heard another little girl died today.
Yeah.
And which is sad. So I don't
Julius, don't bust my bubble.
First-degree intentional homicide held on $5 million bail. 6 charges also likely against Brooks following the death of a child in addition to the 5 adults. He better get like an extra 2 or 3 mil put on top of that just for that one kid. Yeah, I'd like to know more about that, Lori, please. So the parade horse suspect and career criminal Darrell Brooks Jr. is being held on $5 million bail in Wisconsin jail after prosecutors formally charged him with 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. Brooks sobbed audibly when District Attorney Susan Upper announced that a 6th victim, the first child, had died. A 6th charge is likely coming in connection with the most recent death. He sobbed, huh? Dude, look at him. They had to put him in a flak jacket. That's a flak jacket, so nobody could shoot him, huh? Or is he like, I wonder why he's all. I don't know. I'll have to see it. Maybe they'll show the video. The 5 current charges are in connection with the deaths of Virginia Sorensen, 79, Leanne Owen, 71, Tamara Durand, 52, Jane Kulik, 52, and William Hospital, 81. Wow, they were all older people. Defense attorneys Jeremy Perry and Anna Keys represented Brooks as the hearing. Let's see, I wonder. So he had his own defense attorney. He didn't have what do you call it? Public defender.
Wow. Not yet. This is just this was just the original, like hearing, just set bail or whatever.
Yeah, but still, he normally would have a public defender. Sounds like maybe BLM or somebody paid for his lawyer. Let's see. So they
we'll see if they're dumb enough to get behind this.
Who knows? Let's see. It says let's see, the portions of his lengthy rap sheet, including weapon offenses, assault and battery, drugs, bail jumping, and statutory rape. The DA attorney eventually requested the staggering $5 million bail, which Court Commissioner Kevin M. Costello granted. So he could have asked for $10 million, and I bet you they would have. But I don't think that dude has that much money anyways. I have no problem with the bail being recommended by the state, he said. The nature of the offense is shocking. 2 detectives not only tried to stop this, but rendered an opinion that this was an intentional act. Steve Pence says he would have done this.
I will put you through that fucking wall!
Let's see. He called the bail extraordinarily high, but noted it's warranted. Detectives who witnessed the Sunday incident in which a red Ford SUV allegedly driven by Brooks plowed through a barricade and then dozens of pedestrians said it looked like an intentional act. I saw a video. They have video somewhere from a ring cam or something like that. As the hearing went on, some residents were angry and shook their heads or muttered underneath their breath. Others stared straight ahead. One victim's relative was present in the courtroom but declined to address the room. She was entitled to under Wisconsin law. Let's see. As bailiffs took Brooks from the courtroom at the end of the bail hearing, they turned him around to face the packed room. They held him here as he stared at 2 women, one a resident and the other whose granddaughter witnessed the horror. The resident flipped him off and said, oh my, God is good," and did the sign of the cross. I would have said a whole lot more than that. Should Brooks somehow be able to raise the bail funds, he would be barred from operating a motor vehicle or possessing weapons, and he would have to wear an ankle monitor. I have a feeling. He's gonna get the bail. I would not be surprised if BLM didn't step in and help this guy. What do you think, Drunk?
Patrice Culler's gonna have to sell one of her houses if they want to do that.
BLM has a lot of money. You would treat that guy like the police officer in Reservoir Dogs. You know, I've never seen Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, Laura, you're right. He ran over his baby's mama with his car not too long ago. So he's got a habit of running people over. Oh, and I was seeing somewhere they were saying it was some liberal website that said, "Oh well, you know who it was? It was that Chad Loader dude on Twitter. He's like, yeah, he was just sharing memes from TMZ and left and like ESPN and other places. It doesn't matter if he's sharing them from where he's sharing them from. If they're about killing and murdering people, white people, and killing cops, he's still sharing them. It doesn't matter where they came from. I gotta watch Reservoir Dogs. All right, I'll have to look and see if I can find it somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Today's the day to grab a Groupon experience.
All right, let's see. Biden.
You know that song? I can't remember who does it, but here I am stuck in the middle with you. Do you remember that song? Stuck in the middle?
No.
Oh.
Not
Well, I'm sure you'll never, if you've ever heard that song, you'll never hear that song the same way again. Every time I think of that song, I think of the scene.
Wow. No, I've never seen it. All right, so Biden appears to read end of quote from a teleprompter during gas price inflation speech. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, let's watch this.
A lot of innovation. Because of the actions we've taken, things have begun to change. End of quote.
I thought it was Steel
Weeks,
Wheels.
Oh, he did.
I about said Steely Dan, but I knew that wasn't it.
Let's play this thing again. Listen.
A lot of innovation. Because of the actions we've taken, things have begun to change. End of quote. In the past 3 weeks,
Dumbass. He's part of the Nation of Islam. He also posted about using a vehicle to run people over to get by with it. Oh man. Biden's aside came during a speech about rising gas prices and the economy, during which he also delivered a Thanksgiving message. I want you to know how grateful I am to serve as your president, and I promise you that I'll never stop working to address your family's needs. And together we're going to face challenges. We're going to face them honestly, and now we kept building this honestly. Does he have an honest bone in his body? I don't think he does. I don't think he does. He's just a freaking full-on liar. And these dogs are snoring over here. Dude, so and then I mopped the floor today. And Donnie was outside playing, right? Dude freaking comes in the house. He goes in the mud.
The Amazon
and
Fire
then tries
Kids
to
Pro
walk
tablet
in the house.
helps me keep up with her.
And then
It has a
traps
2-year
mud
worry-free
all
guarantee.
over the house. Right after I just mopped the floor. Damn dog. This is interesting. Jen Psaki refuses to retract Biden's characterizations of Kyle Rittenhouse as a white supremacist. Did he really shit? I think he did shit himself on stage. You haven't seen that video? Oh, we got to show you that video. Yeah, it totally. He just sitting there like. Hold on, let's see if they got to have it somewhere.
Are you standing like Cornholio?
Yeah, where is that video?
It was either that or he was thinking really hard not to shit himself. Like, don't shit yourself, Joe. Don't shit yourself, Joe. We got to save it for the Pope.
So I would go to CNN, but they don't. They wouldn't show it. He was standing up, right? In it, where is it?
Type in Biden Cornholio.
Huh?
Cornholio. Biden Cornholio.
Biden Cornholio? Okay.
I need TP for my bone.
TP from. Oh, here it is, right here.
Let me ask you about that with just in terms of inflation.
Felix, watch this.
You had told us at a town hall, I think it was in July, that this was just near-term inflation. The Wall Street Journal recently talks to like 67 financial experts who said that they saw high inflation going all the way or deep into 2022. Do you think it's going to last for a while?
I don't think so. I don't think it will last, depending what we do.
Do you have plans to visit the southern border?
I've been there before, and I haven't. I mean, I know it well.
Yeah, he was definitely holding it in or trying not to. It looks like you probably did. Yeah, definitely looks like you probably did. Right. All right. So let's see, Jen. What did you say about Laura Loomer? I met her a couple times. We did a little bit of work with her one time. Where'd it go? Laura Loomer has a lot of proof of his mess. She is calling it an Islamic jihad. Interesting. I don't even know. I don't know if I still have her number or not. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki on Tuesday refused to retract comments by President Joe Biden characterizing 18-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse as a white supremacist. I'll take that fart for $500. Oh my gosh. During her daily press briefing, Fox News' Peter Doocy, of course Peter Doocy asked him. They don't have it on video? What the hell? Peter Doocy likes fucking with her. Asked whether the president would be willing to apologize for alluding that Rittenhouse is a white supremacist on 2 separate occasions during the 2020 presidential race. And she said this is about a campaign video released last year that used President Trump's own words during a debate as he refused to condemn white supremacists and militia groups. And I'm going to have to circle back on that, you know. And President Trump, as we know from history, and as many of you covered, didn't just refuse to condemn militia groups on the debate stage. He encouraged them throughout his presidency. Oh my gosh, whatever. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
I would love to see proof of that.
Right? Excuse me. Then she said, I don't know enough to know whether that 17-year-old kid exactly what he did, Biden said in August 2020. Allegedly, he's part of a militia coming out in the state of Illinois. Have you ever heard the president say one negative thing about white supremacists? Have you ever heard it? Ducey asked Psaki about the statement on Tuesday saying none of this was proven in the trial, and Kyle Rittenhouse is saying that the president had actual malice in defaming his character. Hopefully he sues his ass. The president spoke to the verdict last week. Psaki answered, he has obviously condemned the hatred and division and violence we've seen around the country by groups like the Proud Boys and groups that the individual has posted photos with. But beyond that, I'll leave his comments around the verdict. Why didn't she mention BLM and Antifa? You can't mention BLM and Antifa, can you? Because then they'll start telling everybody the truth, how you guys paid them to do all this stuff. What's up, James Winters? Let's see. Is General Hospital still around?
A master's degree in education will help me propel.
I haven't watched any of these shows in a long time. I never watched General Hospital. I always watched Days of Our Lives because Hope was hot, Sammy was hot. There was all kinds of hot girls on there. Let's see. General Hospital star Steve Burton confirms firing over vaccine mandate. It's about my personal freedom. I wanted you to hear from me personally, he said on Instagram before explaining his stance on the topic as a whole. Unfortunately, General Hospital has let me go because of the vaccine mandate. I did apply for my medical and religious exemptions, and both of those were denied, which, hurts, but it's also about personal freedom to me. That's exactly what it's about, right? All of a sudden, you can't say my body, my choice. Murmurs of Burton's firing have been swirling around the internet for a week. In August, he tested positive for COVID-19. He said at that time that he believed he was exposed at work. Well, once you get exposed, then that's better than having the vaccine, isn't it? I'm not a medical doctor, folks, so don't try and get me kicked off of YouTube for this. But studies have shown that you're better off getting COVID-19 than the vaccine. I'm not saying go out and get COVID-19, folks, but But that's just what the science says. There's documents on it, YouTube. So don't try and get me in trouble like you always do. Watch, we get kicked off right now, drunk. If we do, we'll be on Twitch. Dang, this dude's been on General Hospital since 1992. Dude's probably got banked then. Drunk Uncle's still out of it. Have you ever watched the novella, Drunk Uncle?
What?
Have you ever watched a novella?
I don't know what that is, so I assume no.
Novellas are the Spanish soap operas.
No, because I don't understand Spanish.
You don't gotta understand Spanish.
The Amazon Fire Kids Pro tablet helps me keep up.
There's some good ones. You used to have a crush on Reva from Guiding Light. I've never watched that one either. Oh, get this. So the oil reserves released by Biden expected to go primarily go to China and India. Why? I thought we got the issues here in our country. President Biden's move to tap the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve is expected to supply Chinese, and Indian oil needs as gas demands have led to global shortages. The White House said the Department of Energy released 50 million barrels of oil, and 18 million of which have already been congressionally approved for sale. So yeah, I was wondering what that meant by the 18 million for sale. China and India have been actively pursuing U.S. sour crude oil produced in the Gulf of Mexico, first reported by Bloomberg. Sour crude oil contains high levels of sulfur, which repeatedly makes it more expensive to process and traditionally turn buyers away. But U.S. produced sour crude oil appeals to foreign buyers because of its relatively affordable price tag. Well, I don't know. The additional 32 million barrels will be intended for U.S. consumers to alleviate increased demand. Earlier this month, OPEC, it's just about raising prices. I don't know. I think you should just open up the damn Keystone Pipeline and not close down. What is it, number 5 they're trying to close down?
Keystone Pipeline wasn't finished, though, was it, though?
No, they stopped working in the middle of it.
Right.
They shut it down. Right on. Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate you starting out over there. It actually worked. Yeah, Twitch doesn't work very good over here. Well, I mean, it's working all right now, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to build my viewers up over there. All right, Lori. Have a good night. She always says she's leaving, and then she stays for more. Let's see. Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott files to run for re-election. Let that crippled bastard win. I'm here today, officially signed the paperwork to run for. Oh, there's a. Holy shit! Look at the paperwork in front of him.
How y'all doing? I'm here today to officially sign the paperwork to run for re-election as governor of the great state of Texas. On this stack of papers are the signatures of more than 20,000 Texans to get me on the ballot to remain as your governor of Texas. And I want to thank all of the volunteers, some of whom are behind me now. It is our team of volunteers who will ensure our pathway to victory for re-election in 2022. After I sign this, my wife and my daughter, they're going to take all of these documents over to the Republican Party of Texas and file them, at which time I will officially be a candidate for re-election as governor of your great state. I want you to know I'm running for re-election to protect and secure our border. I'm running for re-election.
Does he, was he born handicapped like me, or was he in an accident, I wonder? I wonder what happened to him. Just curious. Let's see. Pero, oh, did you see what, oh, you watched Crowder, did you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see where that guy walked up to Beto O'Rourke and was like, hey, welcome. Was it Beto or was it the other guy? And he's like, you know what? He's all, not you here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. We don't want you to ever fucking come back. That shit was hilarious. You know, Lori kind of almost does look a little bit like Laura Loomer, doesn't she? A little bit. Last time I saw Laura Loomer, actually, it was like years ago at Politicon. I think that was the last time I saw her. He was born that way? Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Okay, Waukesha locals furious about learning the Christmas parade suspect was out on a $1,000 bail. I would be pissed too. I would be pissed. Snooks, can I guess your phone number? I bet you it's 867-5309.
Or 2222222.
Well, which is it? Did the tree fall on him, or was he born that way? Oh my gosh. Anyways, Daryl Brooks is the sole suspect in the assault. Suspect. He's already been caught and left 5 dead and dozens injured. And you know what? That's up to more than 60 people now.
I thought there were 2 other people that were possibly that they were looking for that may have been in the car or something.
Really? Maybe.
Shit, I don't know. I thought in the very beginning they were possibly looking for a total of 3 people.
Oh, it's possible. I don't know. But that dude was the main person, Daryl Brooks.
It's easy to find because he just got in trouble for using that damn same car to hit his baby mama like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Right. All right. So let's see. A convicted felon career criminal posted a $1,000 bond in Milwaukee County on felony and misdemeanor charges just days before the deadly incident. So I wonder if he did $1,000 bond or if it was a $10,000 bond and now it's just 10%. I'm not sure. There's no reason somebody should be that low with that serious of crimes. Felonies committed, said Carrie, a lifelong resident of Waukesha, who spoke to Fox News on her way to deliver gifts to victims of the violence at the Children's Hospital that day. She went on to question if maybe Brooks had help inside the district attorney's office to get such a low bond. I'm curious if he knew somebody and that's why it got knocked down. A man named Eric who lives in a building along the parade route called the $1,000 bail bullshit. I think it should have been a lot higher, like significantly higher. He's expected to be charged today, and he did. Yeah, it's just sad. It's really sad. Did Biden say anything about it today? They don't let Biden talk in public very often. They don't let him talk in public. So I don't think so. I didn't see anything from Biden. I don't even think Jen Psaki said anything about it, so. Because he's black, so they can't really say anything about it. I mean, I didn't mean to grab this one. I grabbed the wrong one, I guess. I don't care about this.
Zebra shoes are the easiest shoes to put on.
I don't know. If you guys care about that laundry thing or something, whatever that guy's name is, I'm not a big fan of that story. So get this now. Experts are telling you that you shouldn't
On the left are non-GM.
You shouldn't use the term looting, drunk. Do you know that? You're not supposed to use the term looting anymore.
Huh?
Experts are blasted for cautioning against using the term looting to describe large-scale California thefts. People don't need help understanding looting. I don't understand what they're trying to say, but it says critics reacted strongly to claims by experts Monday that use of the term looting to describe recent large-scale thefts from retail stores in California could be associated with people of color and therefore shouldn't be used. What's up, Lillian? So think about it. Somebody just doesn't look at you, drunk uncle, and say, what can I say? I'm trying to make something up that nobody would think of. Somebody can't just look at you and say he likes to go to Antarctica, right? Stereotypes are stereotypes because normally people in that category generally do what people are saying they do, right? Isn't that how a stereotype comes around?
Yeah, it's something that is a commonality, but not a majority. But stereotype. Jewish people, they're good with money.
Yeah. Cowboys like to wear jeans.
They're good at sports. White people, we like mayonnaise.
White people don't know how to dance, right?
Yeah.
So why would they so this person saying that if you use the term looting that people will think about black people, why do you think that is then?
No, I just think about people stealing stuff and chaos.
I know. I'm not saying that you think that way. I'm saying why do they? So they're the ones that think when you mention a looter, they're the ones that are saying mostly black people loot. What's up, Carla?
Yeah, that's their problem.
Yeah, so they're being the racist ones.
Don't make me think racist things, but I didn't tell you that. Nobody told you to think racist things. They're stealing stuff in a moment of chaos.
Right.
It's different than stealing. I'm sure there's a big difference between stealing and looting. I would assume that it's in a chaotic situation. Would be my assumption on the difference.
What's up, Bearded Patriot? So if you saw 10 people walk into your store and start grabbing shit, what the fuck would you do?
Lock the door.
Lock the door so they couldn't get out?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even notice it till they're running. Well, I guess you got cases and stuff, huh? They'd have to go behind the cases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you owned a clothing store or a hat store and a whole bunch of people came in and started looting, what would you do? Remember now, you can't shoot them. And Andy's right. He says that would be false imprisonment. Would it be false imprisonment though?
I don't give a fuck.
Right?
I don't give a shit. You forget where I live.
That's true, huh? That's like when
I've got a sign up in my shop that says, if you steal from me, I'm going to cut off your hands. And if you lie about it, I'm going to cut your tongue out.
Really, you do?
I get compliments on that sign all the time. I got 2 compliments on the sign today.
Nice. Let's see. So they're saying
just a little bit of Sharia law around here. I was like, but guess what? We don't have any problems with thieves. And they're like, yeah, I bet you don't.
Yeah. You also make it to where they can't really steal much anyways, I think. Let's see. According to the local ABC affiliate for the Bay Area, the California Penal Code didn't allow for the use of the term looting to describe the thefts involving large groups of people because it claimed the definition didn't match the act as defined by law. It also cited 2 individuals as referred to as experts who described them as being reminiscent of black people and people of color being associated with the act of looting. Oh my gosh, give me a fucking break. Let's see. The affiliate cried Lorenzo Boyd, a professor of criminal justice and community policing at the University of New Haven, which is in Connecticut. But yet they're talking about, I think that's in Connecticut, and a retired veteran police officer who described the term through a racial lens. What the fuck is a racial lens? Oh my gosh, give me
Where
a
you
break.
see everything has to do with color.
Bullshit.
So more of these people being racist and they don't even realize it. I'll tell you, that's the biggest threat right now is the racists that think they're anti-racist,
right?
But they're racist.
Yeah. Eric wants to know what's the most valuable item in your store.
Probably a mod out of my own collection. It's the Asvape Lucifer, and it's out of my personal collection. It's worth about $300.
Well, that's cool. Nice. Let's see. Looting is a term that we typically use when people of color or urban dwellers are doing something. We tend not to use that term for other people when they do the exact same thing, he told the affiliate. Bullshit.
When they're doing something. Something.
Okay. Wow. They pointed out they did not yet know the identities and races of the perpetrators of the recent wave of thefts, before noting that they occurred following last Friday's acquittal of Kyle Rittenhouse. Oh yeah, but he's a white supremacist, right? Let's see. Apparently, the new politically correct term for looting is massive organized smash and grabs. Tyler Zed. Oh wow, they quoted Tyler Zed. More proof we live in clown world. Holy shit. Education. That's a funny show. We watch it on here sometimes. Give me a break, folks. Give me a break. Give me a break. Remember that? Were you old enough to remember that show?
Give me a break?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mostly remember that as a Kit Kat commercial.
It was had Nell Carter in it. She was a
Oh
like
yeah,
I
don't remember the show, but I remember watching.
I don't know if she was the housekeeper, and then she started date. Didn't they end up getting married or something like that? But she took care of the kids. So, anyways, let's see. Now it's a car, not a terrorist human driving the car. I saw a meme today, and it was if you call that what it is, if it was the car's fault that crashed, then my pencil failed my test or something like that. I don't know. All right, the Pentagon deems the new presidential helicopter built by Lockheed Martin unreliable in emergency situations. Really, isn't that what the helicopter is for? To get him out of the White House as quickly as possible? Reports the Biden administration hasn't yet determined if the helicopter can be put into operation because it's still assessing its safety. What's wrong with the dang thing? An internal summary from the Pentagon Testing Office for Senior Defense Officials, which was obtained by Bloomberg, states the helicopter is failing to meet the reliability, availability, and maintainability threshold requirements. The helicopter is part of a $5 billion aircraft program, which aims to replace the current fleet used by Biden and other high-ranking officials. Have you ever been in a helicopter? I've always wanted to be in one. I've never have.
Barely been in a plane.
Barely been in a plane. Okay. Let's see. What are they trying to say? Is the previous report also found fault with the mission communication system, noting a delay in critical communications at the start of contingency missions and inability to support secure communicative measures. Well, you definitely want that because you know how it works, right? You know they have 3 different helicopters always flying at once, so you don't know which one the president's in, right?
I guess that's why with their motorcade, there's like fucking 50 cars.
Yeah. Also, same thing with I think the airplanes, they have multiple planes flying at once. Don't? No, they don't. I guess they only have one on. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know that plane has some highly sophisticated shit that we don't know about. Some highly sophisticated shit, right? You don't like to fly? I like taking off and landing, but I don't like flying. Because you're sitting there in these tight little spaces, and I always get stuck next to the dude that's like nasty smelling and burping and just. You know, the person that spreads out both arms and takes up the whole entire. They give you like this much armrest for 2 people. It's bullshit.
I guess I was the smelly guy on the flight home because that was the first thing my mom said when I got in the car. She's like, "You stink." I was like, "Oh."
She's like, "Was Eddie farting the whole time you were there?" That is what it is. So LeBron James NBA comment on Rittenhouse trial fall silent on missing Chinese tennis star. What the fuck does that mean? The NBA, Nike, and basketball star LeBron James has remained silent on the disappearance and concerns surrounding Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai after she made sexual assault allegations against a former senior Chinese Communist Party leader. Fox News reached out to the NBA's press team as well as to Upland Workshop. What does LeBron James have to do with some this lady disappearing?
Yeah, I don't.
Is he like the NBA and James, however, have both weighed in on Kyle Rittenhouse? Oh, because you mentioned Kyle Rittenhouse. Who cares? LeBron James is the biggest douchebag in the world,
He's a crybaby.
right? Oh, just like on Twitter, that one guy, Chad Loader,
He's just mad that he'll never be the GOAT.
right?
You'll never be the GOAT, you little bitch motherfucker. No matter how many steroids you take, how much you whine and complain, you'll never compare to Michael Jordan, motherfucker.
Right.
Or Magic Johnson. Or Larry Bird.
Where was it?
Or Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete was a bad motherfucker. You know who Pistol Pete is?
Mm-mm.
He was from like I think he played from like the early 60s, maybe to the early 70s. Pete Maravich.
I don't know who that is.
That dude, amazing.
But this guy Chad Loader's worth like tons of millions of dollars, right? And he's talking about how this guy's experiencing homelessness. Well, dude, you're fucking rich. Why don't you fucking go buy him a home? He's all, does anyone in LA know of a shop that is hiring? Why don't you give him a job? You're worth millions of dollars. Give him a job, dude. That's the problem with the left. They're talking about how this guy's homeless, right, and he needs money, but you don't see them putting their money out there for it.
I'm sure he's got a spare bedroom in his house. He could put this guy up for a while,
right?
Until he robs everything that he has.
Yeah. So just saying, folks. All right, Jim Jordan. Biden confirming that there will be food for the holidays represents how ridiculous it has gotten. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I gotta remind my stepdad to go get our food. Are you going to your mama's house or your mom's house for Thanksgiving?
Mammals, always mammals.
Always mama's.
Always, man.
Does she make does she make everything fresh or homemade?
No, the mamaw, she's too old to cook anymore.
I gotcha. So like when I was a kid, my grandma would come over from Holland. Even when my dad was alive, my mom cooked dinner every single night. I always had some kind of meat, mashed potatoes, and gravy. And like my mom had this huge pressure cooker to where she'd pressure cook the mashed potatoes, and then she had her big mixer where she'd mix the mashed potato, fresh mashed potatoes. And then, my grandma would come over from Holland, and she'd ask us, she's like, "Is your mom cooking home cooked meals every single night?" We're like, "Yeah, she is." So one Thanksgiving, I'm here when my mom was still alive, and I see her pouring the box of instant mashed potatoes. And in Holland, your grandma's called Oma. So we had Oma was our one grandma, and Amma was the other one who I knew. And I was like, what would Amma say if she knew you were cooking with fake mashed potatoes? And she's like, you can go fuck yourself. I was like, damn, Mom, calm down. Just joking around. Oh, and like
I might have to reach out to my uncle that I do get along with and see if maybe he wants to meet up at the warehouse and deep fry a turkey this year, because generally it's the uncle that I don't get along with deep fries a turkey, but they haven't been coming around nearly as much since they moved to the beach.
Well, you better be careful. I don't want to see you on the news for blowing up your shop.
No, the warehouse. That's where the family has a warehouse where there's a drag racing team that's out of there, but my uncle still works out of the mechanic shop.
I gotcha. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Everywhere, and we just set the thing in the middle, and we go out there kind of early and stand around and smoke pot and talk shit.
Oh yeah,
before we have to get around the women folk.
Let's get high and drink and freaking start deep frying turkeys.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest thing is it has to be defrosted, right? If there's any ice inside the turkey, that's what makes it explode, right?
Yeah, water and deep fryers don't get along. So yeah, it definitely needs to be thawed.
And then you put it in there slowly, right? Don't you got to put it in real slow or something like that?
Yeah, but the pot that you put the turkey in is probably about yay tall, and the turkey ain't but about yay big. So I mean, I could probably do it myself, honestly.
How long does it take to deep fry a turkey?
Depends on how big it is, but I think it might be like 5 minutes a pound or something.
Oh wow, that's fast.
Well, not when you have a 20-pound turkey, so that's an hour, right?
Yeah.
Or longer than an hour.
That's 100 minutes. Yeah, it's 100 minutes.
Over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I gotcha. So Jim Jordan of Ohio said Tuesday, President Biden's statement reassuring Americans that there would be ample food to buy this Thanksgiving represents just how ridiculous the country has become under his leadership. Biden earlier Tuesday addressed the surging inflation, telling families that they can rest easy knowing that grocery stores are well stocked with turkey and everything else you need for Thanksgiving. The president said he's been in contact with major retailers who confirmed that their shelves will be well stocked in stores for the holiday season. How do they know that? How do they know that? Right? Think about it. What happened during COVID? You couldn't find shit. And right now they're probably there because the prices are so high.
If I was a grocery store owner, I would intentionally not restock my shelves and call the media out there and be like, see that motherfucking line?
Right? That would be good.
I chose not to stock my shelf, but he said he guaranteed it. So free shit didn't show up, so blame that motherfucker.
Right? Just have like an empty shelf of where turkeys used to be and say, thank Joe Biden.
Yeah.
This is let's see.
I didn't put the order in, but he guaranteed it. Still his fault.
Yeah. I didn't put an order in because he guaranteed me we'd have enough.
Yeah.
Not my fault, folks.
I took that as the fucking turkey fairy was going to show up.
Right? So Jordan, reacting to the statement in an appearance on The Story, blasted the spectacle that Biden to publicly confirm that there's actually merchandise to purchase in the stores. This is how ridiculous it's gotten when you have to brag about the fact that there's things to actually buy.
Oh, Lillian, if you've never had deep fried turkey, you'll never ever want to go back to regular turkey again. Ever.
I don't think I can have it because you guys cook it in peanut oil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't have it.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to. I don't know why, but you're supposed to.
Yeah, me and peanut oil do not mix. Let's see. For the president of the United States to make the statement and turn around a few weeks later and brag that there's things to buy, for goodness sake, drive by any car dealership in the country. I've never seen it that they don't have cars on the lot. That's true. Actually, you do whenever they have riots, right?
I just had a guy come in, a customer come in from our local, like probably the biggest car dealership in our town. I think they have like 3 car dealerships.
Uh-huh.
And he said their inventory is like stupid low.
Really?
And he's like, we might not have anything in a couple days. Like we have a couple good days and we might not have anything. He's like, it's never got to that point yet, but it's gotten very, very close.
Well, they're saying it's all because of the
He said it's because of chips.
Yeah, the chips.
Some
China.
sort of chip that comes from China.
Yeah, that's why price the price of like before like a regular Silverado was like 20 grand. Now the cheapest one you can get is 40 grand. It's like outrageous. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. All right. False media reporting that Rittenhouse transported rifle across state lines leads to corrections and mockery. This has got to be good. Let's see this. The persistent media falsehood that Kyle Rittenhouse was armed with an AR-15 style rifle when he crossed, and it isn't. Remember, they're like, it is an AR-15. It's not an AR-15 style. Has led to multiple corrections and considerable mockery as the reckoning over misleading coverage of the trial continues. Jim picks we can't stop staring at. I wonder why they can't stop staring at that pic. What insider called perhaps the most persistent myth around the case was peddled repeatedly by liberal media outlets in print and on television before and even during the trial. It was established through testimony and police records that the rifle Rittenhouse used in the shootings of 3 people, 2 fatal, was already stored in Kenosha. So let's see. I want to see what they're saying. Following Rittenhouse's acquittal on all charges after he claimed self-defense in the case, CBS News correspondent Mark Strassen reported on Sunday's Face the Nation that Rittenhouse drove in from Illinois armed for battle, leading the outlet to issue a correction and apology for its language. He was hardly alone, though, with dozens of pundits repeating the phrase ad nauseum in the lead-up and the indeed during the case. I don't even need to read all this. We know how much they lie. I've never even seen this chick show. I've seen a commercial for it. It looks so stupid. Let's see what this girl says. I just got to see it.
I think she got her start on Trevor.
On what?
Trevor Noah, the new Daily Show.
Really?
No. I didn't know she had her own fucking TV thing, but remember how they were talking about fake tears?
Uh-huh. Does she have fake tears? Oh, you seen this clip already?
Several times.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I got to see it.
You guys, because I have my own show, I have a responsibility to say things that people need to know that aren't being said. It's a cool opportunity that I don't take lightly. There are very big, obvious truths that no one wants to say on TV, but I will. Now, just a few minutes before we started taping the show, Kyle Rittenhouse, the man accused of shooting 3 people during a Black Lives Matter protest, was declared not guilty on all charges. So, I can't believe I have to say this, but
Spit it out, whore.
it's not okay for a man to grab a rifle, travel across state lines, and shoot 3 people and then walk free.
He didn't do that.
It's not okay for the judicial system to be blatantly and obviously stacked against people of color. It's not okay for there to be an entirely different set of rules for white people. But I don't care about Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't care about that racist judge. And I don't...
Say it, drunk, because I'm going to say something afterwards. I saw a meme today that I loved.
Shut up, whore.
Okay. So what? Let me see if I can find it. So it's a picture of O.J. Simpson looking back, smiling, saying, "What he's all the look I get when people say if he was black he wouldn't get off." Where is it? It was one of these meme ones. Let me see if I can find it. I knew I should have taken a picture. What's this old lady? Oh my gosh! Check out this old lady walking with her rifle.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's see.
Oh, while you're searching for it, did you happen to? I know you can't show an SNL skit on here. But did you get to see the SNL skit of Cruise Street?
I never watched SNL, so no.
Oh, okay, you ought to watch it. I think it was from this past SNL, but it was Ted Cruz. He does his own Sesame Street, and it's talking about Big Bird getting the vaccine, or anyway. But Marjorie Taylor Greene shows up as a character, not actually Marjorie Taylor Greene, obviously. And she's got a AR-15 in her hand. And there are 3 kids standing off to the side. She starts talking to Ted Cruz, and she's like, "You know what, kid? You want to hold this AR-15?" And she hands it out to the kid, and they say, "No." And before they can even get the whole no out of their mouth, she goes, "Pussy," and like brings it back. It was like I thought that was funny as hell.
Yeah. Dude, where the
Even
hell
for
is it?
SNL, you know, because I mean that seems like something that Marjorie Taylor Greene would say. Like, hold my AR. No, you fucking pussy. I'll hold it.
Let me see if I can see. Maybe if I just type in OJ Black meme. Dude, I guess they don't have it on here. Let me just type in OJ meme. I don't want to get in trouble for saying the black meme. But it's like that look on your face when people say if he was black he would have been he wouldn't have got away with murder. And it's just OJ just like, yeah. I laugh every time I see that. Oh well, I can't find it. Fuck it. If I find it, I'll save it for you guys. If I find it, I'll save it for you guys. But yeah, that dumb chick. Oh my gosh. You know what? You know why this chick has a job? Like, so I watch. You know, I don't have cable anymore, so I watch stuff on like Peacock, and they're always advertising her show. It is the stupidest thing I ever saw. Why do you think she got her job, drunk?
I would assume off the back of Trevor Noah, even though I don't see why the fuck that show's even still on the air.
I'm gonna say something that's even more obvious. Because of
her fabulous fashion sense.
No, because of her race. You gotta go woke, right? You gotta go woke. Anyways, I'm gonna have to look for that thing you're talking about now, though.
That
Saturday Night Live skit, yeah.
It's pretty funny. Pussy.
I almost bought some new shirts today, but then I'm like, I don't need a new shirt. I got too many shirts already. Have you seen a shirt on Steven Crowder that you may have wanted to buy?
The new Landau shirt's pretty dope.
Yeah, the one that just says Ahoy. I like the one where it's black and white with the baseball style shirt.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I have to keep my eyes open. What I'm really waiting on is more Shemaev shirts to come out.
Who?
I think I want a Hamzat
Oh,
shirt.
okay. Let's see apparel. Let's go to shop now. One of one items. I want to go to. Let's go to men's.
It'd be funny if
Maybe they don't sell it yet.
to give me a pair of those little shorts and wear those to the gym.
Who is this Thomas Finnegan guy? I've only seen him like a couple times. All right, so it's this one, but I don't like.
I don't like the Finnegan's character, but
I don't either.
He seems to like it. I mean, there's some things that are kind of funny.
He's hardly ever on anymore. This is the one I want right here, the baseball tee. This one. This is the one I like. Ahoy. Freaking, I wonder how much it is in extra large. Doesn't say. Anyways, but yeah, that's the shirt I was looking at getting. If anybody wants to get Eddie, if anybody wants to get Eddie and Drunk Uncle a Christmas present, you know, we're not begging for stuff. We're just saying if you wanted to, go for it. All right, guys. Liquor shortages. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I gotta check the chat. What's up, Jason? I've seen you in your fuck Antifas. Right, hold on. We'll do this for you. Fuck Antifa! 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 All right, so liquor shortages put a damper on the upcoming Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays. I don't know where they're shopping at, but every time I go to the liquor store, it's full. Liquor purveyors from across the U.S. are warning customers that their favorite spirits might not be readily available as the Thanksgiving holiday hits, pointing to several supply chains issues causing the empty spaces on shelves that might be filled in the near future. Dude, you know what? That's what sucks about living up here. You know, you go on the night before Thanksgiving. Normally, you go to the bars and everybody's home on vacation and they don't want to be home, so they go out drinking. And they just want to, they're like, I don't live here anymore. I just want to go out and, get a little bit of, and get drunk and have a good time.
Oh, yeah. When I was in college, that was exactly what I done night before Thanksgiving was go to the bar and you'd run into people that, you haven't seen since high school.
And then you're like, now that this alcohol is in me and stuff like that, I had the biggest crush on you in high school. Really? I just recently divorced. Oh, you're recently divorced? Wow. Maybe, here, can I buy you a drink? Hey, can I buy you another drink? Hey, can I buy you another drink? Hey, why don't we go back to my mom's couch? Oh my gosh, So, up here at this house, I was dating a girl in San Francisco, and it wasn't going so well. And I was at the casino, and I met this really super hot chick. And so we started talking. She gave me her phone number. So I told Selena, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to my mom's house for the weekend. And she's like, okay, I can't go because I got that thing with my mom, remember? And I'm like, yeah, okay, no problem. So I come up here, and I told my mom, hey, I'm going to go out. And I went and picked the girl up. I brought her back to the house. And my mom's like, Selena kept calling me, asking me how come you weren't answering her phone call. I'm like, and what did you tell her? She's like, I almost told her where you were. I'm like, you better not. Thank goodness my mom didn't rat me out, though. And, like, she wouldn't go to bed. I'm like, Mom, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Aren't you going to go to bed? She's like, no. And I was like, well, then fine. We're going to go to my room. So we went back to my room, and she's like, what's your friend in San Francisco going to think? And I'm like, she ain't got to know about it, Mom. When I was young and a troublemaker,
I'd be like, what friend?
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I got no friends over there.
Right? She was a liberal. It's okay to cheat on her. These 80, 90-year-olds will buy up all the booze and have a boat parade and float at night. Hell yeah. Shoot, we used to have a pontoon boat here. I don't have it anymore. Let's see. So they're saying with the holidays around the corner and inventory levels low in some cases, customers should be on the lookout now if they have a very specific bottle of spirits in mind, like Crown Royal Salted Caramel. Speaking of that, take a shot, drunk.
All right. Activate your camera so we can do it at the same time.
Wait. Hold on. Oh, Mike, why didn't you tell me my camera wasn't on? Sorry. I leave it off until you get here so I'm not wasting my internet resources. All right, ready? Salud.
Salud.
Oh, by the way, just in case you didn't know, folks, we're not doing a show Thursday night.
What you doing Thursday? You and your step pops got some big shit going on?
Yeah, we're going to have a turkey over here. Actually, no, I think we're doing ham this year. We're going to ham it up. It says they're having shipping problems. Well, luckily, my booze comes from Canada, so there's no shipping problems. All right, so guys, go get your alcohol now if you want to have it for the holidays. You got to be in the mood to drink, Gypsy Lady. Oh, not me. I just love booze. Don't sheepdog, you're black, huh? You're the whitest black dude I ever met. Yeah, my
So I
mom
was
was
told
definitely
today that I'm supposed to stretch even after I work out. I did not know that.
I never. Well, like you're supposed to do a cool down. I know after you work out. Is that the same thing as stretching?
I don't know, but the guy seemed to be more worried about my my calves.
Yeah.
Because he didn't say anything about like my arms because I told him all this hurt and I told him my calves because like the past couple of days I've been feeling like I'm having to walk with like my legs in front of my body. I almost feel like I have to walk like a cartoon character. And he's like, "You stretched after you done those calf lifts, right?" And I was like, "Well, like the next day when they were hurting, you know, I kind of, you know, stretched them out." And he just kind of like shook his head. And
you need a roller.
And right before he left, he turned around, you know, closed the door and he opened it back up. And he's like, "Stretch those calves next time that you work them." Because he's the one that told me about to not work my anything, not do any running or anything like that with my Achilles.
Yeah, Julius,
So,
I wanted to try one of those honey baked hams. And so, like, my stepdad I was like, "Well, do you like ham?" Because he had bought the turkey, so I was going to go get the ham. And he's like, "Well, maybe I should just get a turkey instead. I mean, a ham instead." So I think he just got ham. I don't know. But no, drunk, don't you have one of those roller things?
ham's too sweet.
Ooh, I love ham. You don't have one of those roller bars? You roll it on your muscles and it takes the pain away?
No,
It
no.
moves around the what is that when you work out, you build acid or whatever the hell it is in your muscles. And you have to, you have to work them out. What the hell is it called? I don't know. Or, you take a tennis ball, like if your back's hurting, you put a tennis ball or some kind of like a ball on your back and you roll it around. That also takes away the pain. It massages your muscles. In fact, I gotta start working out again. My arms are getting small. Oh, less white people's. Lactic acid. Thank you very much, X Galaxy. I appreciate it. And Julius too. See, I knew Julius would know it. He's the medical student.
So you used to do a lot. You've done upper body more recently than I have. So on a machine where you're basically mimicking a bench press, but you're sitting straight up, and it's got the elastic stuff. Mm-hmm. Is that the same as laying down doing a bench press?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know about that stuff.
Because if it is, like, I'm a lot weaker than I used to be. I'm a lot, like, fucking 3 times, at least 2 times as weak as I used to be.
Why? How much were you were you doing with that?
I was struggling to get a set of 10 at 100.
Wow.
But whenever I was in high school, my first set was at 225.
Mm-hmm.
And then we done the pyramid. So it was like 10, 8, 6, 4, and then 1. And you increase weights every time. And when you got to the 1, whatever your max was, you added 5 pounds or 2.5 pounds. 5 pounds.
Oh my gosh, Sheepdog is bringing. Oh, that's a good movie. He's bringing the Liger out. Do you remember what movie that's from? Vote for Pedro.
Liger?
Yeah, it's a Liger. Do you ever watch
A Lion and a Tiger?
Yeah, did you ever watch Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
That's a sweet bike, bro. That guy was fun. That was funny, that movie.
I know I'm not in high school anymore, but it's sad to think that I've gotten that weak.
I don't know. I was doing like 215 the last time I did stuff. I don't know. Anyways, Texas.
Your military press was fucking dope, though. I was impressed with your military press.
Which one's that one? The one where you go up?
Yeah, I think I maybe got 135 on a military press, but most likely it was 115.
Mm-hmm.
An incline press. I sucked at that stuff.
That makes me, now I got to start working out again. Maybe how much? I wonder how much do they cost? How much does a weight set cost nowadays? If you're gonna buy it though, you gotta buy it. Oh my gosh.
If you want to do free weights and you want to go just fucking, affordable, get you a bar, 2 5-gallon buckets, and 10 pounds of sand.
I couldn't remember the name of the company. It's Rogue. How much is a Rogue weight set? I wonder how much a Rogue weight set costs nowadays. What would your guess be on a Rogue weight set with the bar and everything?
I don't know what Rogue is. I don't know if that's high end or mediocre. But
Rogue is like anybody who does like CrossFit normally uses Rogue.
I have no idea. I've never had to buy weights.
Rigs and racks. Let's see how much plates are. $185 just for 2 bumper hold on, let's see. $345 for how many plates is that with? 210 pounds of color training plates, $775. 300 pounds is $1,080. Wow. And then you got to pay shipping, right? Probably. Holy jeez, Louise, man.
Like I said, just get you some sand and some buckets and a bar.
Shit, when we were in jail, we would take the trash
You do
can.
a lot with those 3 things.
Yeah.
Or those 4 things.
In
3
jail,
things.
we would just take a trash can, put a trash bag in there, fill it up with water, and that was your fucking.
Yeah. You'd be amazed on the workouts you can do with just random shit around your house.
Oh yeah, right? Fucking just do push-ups. Just do push-ups. See, I've always wanted to have my own Rogue set though. I used to do
on your knuckles.
Huh?
I said on your knuckles too.
On my knuckles? Hell no.
Push-ups on your knuckles.
Maybe. Just get a $40 gym subscription. Yeah, but see, so the closest gym from here is like 20 minutes away. The closest one. So, I don't know. Plus, I want to do it at my house. I want to do my own shit.
You'll be less motivated if you do it at your house.
Maybe.
Because you feel obligated to put that work in once you drive there,
Well, so yeah, I guess so. But like, maybe because I'm doing my videos every day now in my crazy cripple life, it might motivate me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, and here's what's funny. So, I've had some issues with disability going into certain places, and when you're a real fucking dick to me, you know, I've gone and I've taken it to, you know, I've done some liberal shit with them, right? And so I remember I was suing this place because I tried to roll my wheelchair in, and I couldn't get in. And it was like the third time that day in the third place. Like first, I went to the casino to play poker, and I go in. I had the security guard had to pick me up to get me over the curb to get me into their casino, a casino. And then I get in there, and in order to get to my poker table, they had to make everybody stand up. They had to make the whole poker room stop playing poker and move all the poker tables for me to get to the one I was supposed to be at. So when I finally got there, everybody was pissed off at me, and all they wanted to do was just raise me. So I couldn't really play. You know, they weren't playing fair because they were pissed off at me, right? Because you know I made them go through all that shit, and I was like, oh, it's not my fucking fault the casino's not set up right. Then right after that, I went to another store and I almost got hit by a car because they didn't have any handicap parking, and I had to park real far away so I could unload my truck. This was before I had my scooter. And then that night, so all these happened in one day. Then that night, I go and I go to this gas station to get. I had a headache, and I couldn't get my wheelchair through the door because they had all kinds of shit blocking the door. And I was like, "Hey, bro, I want to get some Tylenol. Can you bring it to me?" He's like, "No, you got to come in the store to buy." And I'm like, "I can't fit my
Like,
wheelchair."
okay.
I'm like, "I can't fit my wheelchair through your fucking store, bro." And so like he's like, "Well, then too bad. You can't buy anything here." And I was like, "Really, motherfucker?" So I gave somebody some money, and they went in and got the Tylenol for me real quick. And that night, I'm watching on news, and they had a story about this lady who was suing, you know, businesses for disabled people. And I was like, you know what, that's a fucking sign. So I called the lady. So I've done a couple of these, you know, only on like really bad people. And this one guy. So I had the videos of me working out. They're like, look at him, he's working out with weights. And my lawyer's like, what? Just because he's handicapped, he can't go to a fucking gym and work out? They were like, it was crazy, you know. So Eddie versus Hot Wheels. I know. I've been trying to find the guy, but every time he knows I'm in the, it's funny. Wheels is at every single Antifa event, right? Have you seen him not at an Antifa event, Drunk Uncle? Dustin?
I'll always try to keep an eye out for him.
Well, most of them he's at. Now every time I've been to Portland, for some reason he didn't show up to those events.
Well, he wouldn't come to that area, probably.
Well, I'm like, hey, you want to threaten me, bro? I'm there. I'm right there. Come on, bring it on.
Would you consider Dustin like almost the voice of Portland Antifa? I know that word would be like giving him a little bit too much recognition.
That's like saying I'm the voice of the Proud Boys. No. He's just he's a guy in a wheelchair that chirps his mouth off because he knows people won't hit him.
Yeah, but he just seems to be the most vocal. He's always up front. You know, he just seems to be like, if there was a ranking system within Antifa, that he would, you know, be favored, to say the least.
Yeah. No, he's just a fucking dumbass loudmouth, you know, and that's what they probably say about me. Oh, he's in a wheelchair and he's afraid he knows people won't hit him, which is bullshit because you've all seen me getting in fights. So we all know that's bullshit.
You have him crying about stickers being put up about him.
Oh, yeah.
When is it gonna stop? Like, when you stop being a cunt, bitch?
Dude, you know
that's when stop.
You know how many people have threatened my life? You know how many people have threatened to murder me, to kill me, to shoot me? You know? Have you ever seen me crying about it? No. Never. I just, you know what I say?
Except for that one time where you were really drunk. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, did I maybe? I don't know. What's up, Teresa? So anyways, a Texas school district said Monday that leaders were disturbed after a white high school student was recorded on video slapping a black teacher during class and making racially charged comments and threats. Now this is funny because remember you mentioned the other day, Drunk?
What?
This is funny because remember the other day you're like, yeah, Eddie, why don't you search for black? When the guy from Wisconsin, the guy that ran over everybody, They didn't mention anything about his race.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever a white person does something wrong, they mention white. If a black person does something wrong, they never mention their race.
Was it in the headline?
Yeah. Texas school district disturbed after white students last. Now, here's another thing I noticed too. So when I go searching through the headlines, when we go to the actual headline, it's different. All I read is that it said student slaps teacher. That's all I knew. So I was like, let's check it out. So let's see what happened. The incident happened at a school in the Castleberry Independent School District in the Fort Worth area on an unspecified date. Video circulating on social media shows the student walking to the front of the classroom towards the teacher. He was using a landline telephone on a desk. They still have those? The student presses the receiver, ending the call. When the teacher tries to remove the student's hand from the receiver, the student slaps the teacher's arm with an open hand. Well, where's the video? I want to see the video. All right, hold on. We got to look this up. We've got to look at this up.
This is confusing. What, was he in the office or something?
No, he was in class. He was just in class.
How do you have a landline in class at your desk? Or
I guess their classes still have them.
A landline at your desk.
I guess they do now. I guess they still
students
do. Oh, here we go. Here's the video. We got the video.
This is wrong on all levels.
Educators are sounding the alarm
There's
about
your
the so-called
crazy white
Slap
liberal
a Teacher
ladies.
challenge on TikTok.
Kids, think again. That's assault. That's a record.
They have a slap a
trying to
teacher
smack
challenge.
Teachers, smack them books open. Smack them open to do that homework, that vocabulary.
Some say it's the latest crazy
I didn't
social
know-
media
this is not
challenge
what we're
that
looking
has
for,
police
but-
and educators on alert. But is it real or a hoax that has taken on a life of its own? This sickening video
Whoa.
shows a student slapping and striking a 64-year-old wheelchair-bound
Holy
teacher
jeez.
and was initially reported in connection with the Slap a Teacher challenge. But the school district in Louisiana tells Inside Edition, "We don't have any evidence from our investigation that this incident is related to the TikTok challenge." There was also this breaking news report out of Massachusetts.
A student is accused of slapping a staff member while at school, and it's apparently all part of a new social media challenge.
TikTok says in a statement, the rumored Slap a Teacher dare is an insult to educators everywhere. And while this is not a trend on TikTok, if at any point it shows up, content will be removed. Connecticut State Attorney General William Tong says
Yeah,
he's
it's not what I
fed
thought
up
it
over
was.
dangerous social media challenges, including a recent TikTok challenge that encouraged students to vandalize their schools.
Look at this, ruthless.
This has really got to stop, and that's why.
That's why TikTok is bad. TikTok is bad.
TikTok bad.
All right, let's type in Fort Worth. Although there is a funny commercial right now from TikTok that I've seen, because I don't want to pay, so I watched it for free. Let's see. Student assaults teacher. I guess they don't have the video. They said the video's out there. Anyways, I wanted to see the video. No, but here, hold on. Let's see. TikTok commercial. It's all about that some lady finds an apartment. Oh yeah. This I think this is kind of funny. There's an Asian dude in there. She squeezes, big old fat Asian dude. I didn't think they had fat.
Did you see the one with Mystery Apartment Girl?
Oh, the mystery apartment girl.
She feels a breeze coming from behind the medicine
Sumo wrestlers, Eddie.
Huh? Oh, sumo wrestling. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And so she looks behind it, and guess what she found?
Like gods over there, the sumo wrestlers.
Right? Don't they get like all the women?
I think so.
A hole what? Thing, just this big hole.
How big was the hole?
Medium.
This Asian dude, watch. He's funny though.
Human-sized hole. She grabs a hammer, for protection.
Did you go in?
No, don't go in there.
She squeezed her way through.
I don't know why, but I laugh every time I see that fat dude say, "She squeezed her way through." I don't know why. It's just, to me, it's funny. All right. Let's get back to this thing. The teacher, let's see. So when the teacher tries to remove the student's hand from the receiver, the student slaps the teacher's arm with an open hand. Then it says the teacher walks out of the video's frame and returns a few seconds later to find the student attempting to use the landline to make a call. No, I'm calling my mama. You ain't about to fuck me up, bitch, the student said. Speaking into the phone, the student can be heard saying, you want to talk to her because she's black and she's fucking pissing me off right now. Well, that's just... this kid is what makes people... Because she's black, mama. She's a black teacher. Oh my gosh. Stupid fucking people.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
You know, this one kid is going to make it look bad for all the rest of the fucking... You know? Now they're gonna say all white people are racist again.
No, because we'll openly say, fuck that kid.
Yeah. Hope you feel better, Teresa. What's up, Kyle Rittenhouse official? Hillary
From Edge to Crowd and everywhere in between.
Who names their kid Hilaria? Hilaria Baldwin's Instagram post raised eyebrows as investigation into the Rush shooting continues. Hilaria Baldwin and her family returned to New York City after spending time in Vermont after the shooting. What are they saying? They posted messages of condolences and support for the Hutchins family, but now, a little over a month after the shooting, they both returned to social media with their regularly scheduled programming. Alec has been promoting new episodes of his podcast, and she's sharing images of the kids. I don't know what the point of this is. I thought they're gonna say like, "Oh yeah," they're saying they killed her on purpose. There's a lot of people trying to say that right now, that they killed that chick on purpose. Jason, you're deplorable. All right, pregnant Florida librarian killed in road rage
Zebra
shooting
shoes are the easiest shoes to...
allegedly started. Road rage is bad, folks. A pregnant Florida woman is dead after allegedly initiating a road rage incident in which a motorcyclist in Orange City on Saturday. Is Orange City anywhere near you, Julius? Sarah Nicole Morales, 35, hit Andrew Durr's motorcycle intentionally with her blue Kia along... All right. Anyways, hit it around 5 p.m. According to investigators, Durr was not injured in a minor accident, and when he and witnesses followed Morales while she drove away from the scene, the motorcyclist and witnesses contacted law enforcement while following her. When she reached home, she went inside and reportedly retrieved a firearm. She confronted Durr and the witnesses in the street while they were on the phone with 911, according to police. Durr, who has a valid Florida concealed weapons permit, drew his firearm and fired multiple rounds, striking Morales. What a dumb chick. Now, can you say because the pregnancy that those women have hormones and that's why she went all crazy on this dude?
She's trying to fuck with somebody on a motorcycle?
She ran into him. She got road rage and ran into the dude.
Fuck that bitch and her baby.
Right? Well, I don't know about the baby. Give a little love for the baby. But
I used to ride a motorcycle, so forgive me for being so blunt, but fuck that bitch and her baby.
I wouldn't say the baby, but
I know you just it's kind of a touchy subject.
Do you think it's hormones, or do you think they're gonna say, "Well, she has hormones"? I don't know. No, it's not near Julius. So, grandmother and granddaughter kicked out of a Georgia hotel after giving a 3-star review. Well, you're supposed to wait till you leave to give the review, right?
3 stars, that means average.
Yeah.
You should get 1 star. Shit.
Julius wants to know if you ever seen a baby coffin. We don't want to talk about that. I'm just skipping over that. We're not going to talk about dead babies. A 63-year-old grandmother and her 6-year-old granddaughter were reportedly kicked out of a Georgia hotel in the middle of the night after giving it a poor review.
Yeah, guys, I don't actually mean. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that literally. I didn't mean that literally. I just used to ride motorcycles, and we are incredibly vulnerable out there. So drivers. Stuff like this, it kind of hits home, and I say irrational things. I don't mean them, but I still will repeat them because I don't know. I guess you have to be a motorcycle rider to understand how fucked up that is and why you would say irrational things. So I'm not actually saying, even though I did say that. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. If
I
not,
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It is what it is.
All right. So Susan Legger booked a stay at the Baymont Inn and Suites, a hotel franchise owned by Wyndham in Helen, Georgia, for 3 nights in September through the online booking site Hotels.com, according to the news. However, before their heads hit the pillow on the first night, they were told to leave. Not even there one night. The hotel manager, Danny Valles, allegedly called the police on them after Ledger responded to an email from Hotels.com asking about her stay. She gave the hotel a 3 out of 5 star rating, saying it was run down, the pool was closed, and there were problems with the toilet. Well, if that's true, then, who cares? That's what happens. An officer from the Helen Police Department eventually knocked on their hotel room door and told them to leave, according to the outlet. She paid. I don't know how. Well, I guess, they have the right to refuse service, right? They can truly kick me out in the middle of the night from a hotel for giving a review of 3 out of 5. However, the officer informed Ledger that the hotel was legally allowed to do so, according to the news. According to Georgia law, hotels...
Was the pool closed? Was there toilet issues?
Yeah, right? Sneaky Pete, you've actually been to that hotel before? It says, according to Georgia law, hotels must give sufficient notice to guests before kicking them out. The only exceptions are failure to pay. Some do. Where'd it go? It just moved on me.
You're having a party. They smell cigarette smoke, junkies hanging outside. Plenty of reasons that you could actually kick somebody out. But an average review?
Yeah.
Most people just look at the stars. They don't really even go through the details.
Yeah. So it says, within the police report, the officer noted that the reason they were being told to leave was the Ledger had given the motel a bad review, according to WXIA. However, Valles denied that was the reason and later told the outlet 2 different reasons why they were forced out. He alleged they were kicked out because they never reported the problems to the staff. However, in November, he claimed that they were kicked out because they issued too many complaints. Well, which one is it? The company also said it temporarily removed the property from its site while they investigate the incident further. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... I've had so when we were in Minneapolis, because of they were afraid of the George Floyd riots, the hotel actually, they locked all the doors, right? You couldn't get in or out. The only way you could only go in through this one door, and the one door that you could go through, my wheelchair didn't fit in. And I was like, hey guys, and I had to call them to get in. It wasn't even by the front desk where if you knocked on the door, they could come let you in. No, so it would take me 10 minutes for them to come out. And I'm like, you guys are afraid of people rioting out here, and you're going to let me sit out here for 10 minutes to wait for you to come open the goddamn door for me, and you don't even answer your phone half the time? Yeah, they didn't care. Fucking Marriott's. It wasn't a Marriott, though. It was one of their hotels. Anyways. What's next? Oh, Kudlow says America has oil and lots of it. So see, that's what I was thinking, right? President Biden, it's a terrible idea. Releasing 50 million barrels is like spinning in the wind. Now I'd like you to hear a key sentence in the president's presser today. The big part of the reason Americans are facing high gas prices is because oil-producing countries and large companies have not ramped up the supply of oil quickly enough to meet the demand. And the smaller supply means higher prices globally. To address these issues, I got on the phone with the leaders from other countries grappling with this challenge. So they're saying it's because of other countries, right? Now you know what, folks? President Biden is absolutely right. There's not enough oil production. Oil supplies are too low in relation to the rising demand. But there's one thing he forgot. America has oil. Lots of it. In fact, pre-pandemic, we were producing over 13 million BPDs, barrels per day, when the economy was closed. That slumped to 11 million barrels per day, but since the economy has reopened with strong growth, we're still only producing 11 million barrels per day. Why is that, Mr. President? So we have plenty of gas, folks.
The thing, Corn Pop told me. What? Huh?
I just want to know who he's in bed with. You know he's working for some oil company or working with them, and they're paying him to do this, right? You know?
Like charisma and energy.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
Energy and oil kind of.
Possibly. Oh, this is a good one. He's pardoning the turkey, but he's killing the eagle. Oh, that's a perfect one for us. All
But
right.
you're both birds,
Right?
right?
Right? Now we're gonna go to the liberal news stations. All right. He attacked cops at the Capitol riot. Then he went to the Air Force basic training. The FBI has arrested a supporter of former President Donald Trump who sprayed cops with pepper spray, smashed out a window, and broke into the U.S. Capitol before he went to basic training. Why do they always got to say it's a President Trump supporter? Not everybody that went in there was President Trump supporters. Oh, he's from near you,
Ask
rallies.
John Sullivan.
Yeah. He faces a host of charges, including felony civil disorder, assaulting officers with a dangerous weapon, destruction of government property, entering and remaining in a restricted building with a deadly or dangerous weapon, disorderly conduct with a deadly or dangerous weapon, and several other misdemeanors. After being identified by online sleuths operating under the Sedition Hunters banner, those guys are fucking dumbasses. Well, they're not dumbasses. They're pretty smart, but they like to go and
What was his
get people in trouble. Huh?
Deadly or dangerous weapon?
Mace or whatever he had. Pepper spray. Pepper spray.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So they said the FBI relied on public Facebook posts by his mom that showed him wearing the same Harvard sweatshirt he wore to the Capitol to help seal the case. Oh my goodness. So the FBI has made more than 650 arrests. You know, it's funny. They're always saying that every liberal out there says I was arrested for being at the Capitol. Just so you know, folks, y'all know I was never arrested. Hold on, let me knock on wood. Because I didn't do anything. All right, now it says a judge just spared a Capitol rioter jail time by noting she showed up in a tutu. So apparently if you wear a tutu, you don't get arrested, which is good for her. A federal judge noted Tuesday that the Capitol rioter showed up in a tutu. So the judge rejected prosecutors' request for prison time with a home detention sentence. Rasha Abdul Ragvad came to the Capitol with a track record of putting her speech in violent terms. See, look at this. Yahoo Liberal News is already making her look bad. But if she were rearing for a clash at the seat of American democracy, she wasn't dressed for it, at least according to her defense lawyer and a federal judge. What the hell? Is this one of my... No, this is too high up. This might be one of my videos. Wait a minute. How the Proud Boys far-right extremism in the political mainstream. Who is VQ? I'm going to have to check this out for later on. How do you open it up? I guess I can't copy the link.
Cowboys grow some pretty dope beards. I do got to say that.
Right? Well, anyway, so they just let this lady off because she was wearing a tutu, and they gave her a $500 fine. Well, that's good. That's all she deserves. Right? But I love how the liberal news makes it out like this woman's like, oh my gosh, she's so bad. She's probably like 60
what grandma's going to get that just wandered in with just a little American flag, and she's just, kind of looking around.
Right?
Just doesn't even really know. She's like, how did I get here?
Yeah. So thieves store in an Oakland clothing shop. Well, I guess we got to watch the ad. Son of a gun. Oh, it's only a few second ad, I guess. Holy shit, how many people are running into this store? Dude,
I think it's 30.
Huh?
This is the same story that I heard earlier. I think it's 30 people.
30 people? Look, they covered over the camera now so you can't see it. Wow. I guess it's the new thing to do now.
Let me ask you about that with just in terms of inflation, because you had told us at a town hall, I think it was in July, that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the new thing now. Let's just all go and let's all loot a store, and I'm saying loot, right? But you know, folks, they were looking like they were all black. I mean, all white. I mean, it was all white people in there, and I still said the word looting. In Oakland too. All right, so this horrific event in Waukesha, which left 5 dead among the desert, and so this is Tuesday, so today. They're talking about we don't care about the prosecutor. Do you care about hearing about the prosecutor? He's a dumbass. He's probably a liberal. Oh, it's a new trend. Let's go rob a whole bunch of stores. All right, so it's funny how this wasn't on Fox News. You rocked out on stage with Steven Tyler. Cool. All right, so Proud Boys leader denied early release from Washington, D.C. jail. I wonder why. The leader of the Proud Boys far-right group has denied early release from jail in Washington, D.C. In a ruling released on Friday, Superior Court Judge Jonathan Pittman said poor living conditions were not sufficient reasons for Enrique Taddeo to be transferred to house arrest or to have his sentence reduced. The appropriate remedy for unconstitutional conditions of confinement is correction of the unconstitutional conditions of confinement which are experienced by all inmates, not just by the defendant. He's serving a 5-month sentence. He went in August, wasn't it? I think it was in August. For stealing and burning a Black Lives Matter banner from a historic black church in the Capitol. He requested to be freed under DC's compassionate release statute, but they said he failed to establish. Approximately 36 Proud Boys members and associates have been charged in connection with that Capitol 6th riot. Luckily, they don't say insurrection. Yeah, so, oh no, he went in September, maybe. Shouldn't he? But 5 months, he should be almost out by now.
He went in
I think he went in September, right? He should be out pretty soon.
Oh,
Who died today? Oh, the little girl died today. Yeah, from the Kenosha. Or I mean, Waukesha. So this is Yahoo News, liberal Yahoo News. They're actually saying it was an intentional act to hurt people. He's accused of plowing his vehicle into a Wisconsin Christmas parade, killing 6. At least 62 others were injured. So 68 people all in total.
Yes, 40, wasn't it?
Yeah, now it's up to 62.
22 people.
Yeah. It says Daryl E. Brooks, who was accused of driving through a Christmas parade in a red SUV on Sunday, faces 5 counts of first-degree murder. What's funny is, you know what? A boy died that's not funny. The boy died in the hospital. But if this was a white person, they would have said white man who ran through trial, right? You don't see black man in here anywhere. You don't see that anywhere. I wonder why. Folks. You know why? Because it's racist to say that it was a black person who did it when it was a black person who did it.
Well, maybe can we start tying this back to what they admitted earlier in a previous article? That if you say certain words and it ties a certain race to certain words,
then you become racist.
Yeah, but it doesn't. So is this like an extreme experiment to deprogram us from? No, because if it was an extreme program to change our minds so we wouldn't stereotype, then they wouldn't say who the mass shooter would be at a school shooting,
right?
Because stereotype is that it would be a white boy,
right? Yeah,
but
it's okay for them to say white guy. You can't say black man.
Yeah. See, I was trying to give them credit on how they're going to try to reverse all the stereotypes. So eventually we'll get used to there's multiple facets of it, and then it resets and we balance out.
Right.
But no.
Nope. All right. Well, here. So moving on, this is kind of scary, folks. A Chinese hypersonic weapon that alarmed top U.S. military leaders fired something off as it sped towards its target. So China tested a hypersonic weapon in July why are we just now hearing about this? In July that alarmed some U.S. military leaders. New reporting said the weapon fired something off mid-flight over the South China Sea. One military leader said last week the test should create a sense of urgency for the U.S. military. Well, you don't say. The hypersonic weapon China tested this summer, alarming U.S. leaders, fired something off mid-flight while inside the atmosphere, something over the South China Sea. Details about the July test have been leaking since FT first reported. The test last month and said, first reported the test last month and said the hypersonic weapon orbited the planet before racing towards its target. They characterized the weapon as a kind of fractional orbital bombardment system, like the Soviets developed in the Cold War, but with a hypersonic glide vehicle rather than a traditional warhead. This is scary, folks. You know, we got China over there messing with us. You got Rocket Man. So we got to watch out for this shit. They've done another one, Gate Smasher? Really? They launched a long-range missile, he said. It went around the world, dropped off a hypersonic glide vehicle that glided all the way back to China, that impacted a target in China. So it went around the world.
Dude, give me this premise again, because I'm about to call bullshit on this.
They had some hypersonic vehicle that went around the world, and then, well, they're saying, they called it a weapon system, a hypersonic weapon system.
Because I see the word missile.
Yeah,
I seen a word missile that popped up.
Yeah, then they said they launched. Here's what they said. They said they launched a long-range missile. It went around the world, dropped off a hypersonic glide vehicle that glided all the way back to China. That impacted a target in China. I want to see the video of this thing.
And China released this?
Yeah.
I don't see how any nation would have not shot that, use the steel dome type thing.
I don't know. But
and you shoot that down. How there's if the whole world would allow this missile to go around the entire world, we are fucked.
Right? Well, and look what he says.
That down.
This guy says we're not as advanced as the Chinese or the Russians in terms of hypersonic programs. So think about it. If it's going hypersonic speed, we may not have something that can go fast enough to tear it down. Although I thought we have lasers already. I would have thought that even though it's a movie thing, I would have thought we have lasers already that could laser travels at the speed of light, right?
Yeah, if this story is true, fucking fucked. Mount up, people.
Right?
Just do some damn fucking post-apocalyptic shit about to happen.
Yeah. All right, so 129 rioters have pleaded guilty for their role in the Capitol insurrection so far. You can just go there. They show this one every single day. I don't know why they do this one every day. All right, Blow, Rittenhouse and the right's white vigilante heroes. Once again, this is Yahoo News, liberal, and Austin American Statesman. I guess that's the paper in Austin, Austin, Texas, big liberals. Let's see what they got to say here. So it says, this is from today. Kyle Rittenhouse, the 18-year-old who shot and killed 2 men and wounded a third last year during protests of the police shooting of Jacob Blake, was found not guilty on Friday of all charges. One can argue about the particulars of the case, about the strength of the defense and the ham-handedness of the prosecution, about the outrageously unorthodox manner of the judge, and the infantilizing of the defendant. So they're trying to say they made him look like a little kid. But perhaps the most problematic aspect of the case was that it represented yet another data point in the long history of some parts of the right, valorizing white vigilantes who use violence against people of color and their white allies.
The fuck did they just say?
Basically, they're saying,
oh, white allies.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what. Yeah, okay, I've been hearing this narrative
because
lately.
they're pro BLM. So Rittenhouse has emerged as a hero and caused
They
celebrity
would
of the night.
call them N-word lovers in the 60s.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The idea of taking the law into one's own hands, not only to protect order, but also to protect the order, is central to the maintenance of white power and its structures. Wow. George Zimmerman, the man who shot and killed Trayvon Martin in 2012, was also a vigilante and was embraced by the right. In 1984, a New York subway vigilante, Bernard Gotts, shot 4 black teenagers who he said were trying to rob him. The list is long and doesn't include individuals. Now, you know who they're not bringing up? What about O.J. Simpson? He got away with it. Oh, this guy writes for the New York Times, too. Well, no wonder. Don't you just love how the left just writes their shit? Excuse me. So Kentucky deputy chases car at 130 miles an hour over an unlit license plate. That's fine, the court says. Now, I don't have an issue with this. Do you have an issue with this, drunk uncle? Just from the title.
Kentucky deputy chases car at 130 miles per hour over unlit license plate. Was the motherfucker going 130 miles per hour?
No, I only read the title so far, but I'm guessing he pulled the guy over for not having a tail light, a license plate light, right? And then the guy decides to take off at 130 miles an hour.
Oh, the way I'm reading it is maybe he gets behind the car, to pull him over. Your license plate lights out, license registration. All right, cool. You need to get that taken care of. But the guy, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not looking at the article, but decided to not pull over and increase to speeds of 130 miles per hour.
That's what I'm getting from the title, yeah.
So, obviously, somebody just doesn't fucking start going 130 miles per hour with a cop behind them for no fucking reason.
Right.
It should almost be probable cause on face value, shouldn't it?
Yeah. If he took off and was maybe doing like 60, 70, all right, I can understand dropping it. But doing 130 miles an hour, that means there's definitely something wrong. If say you get pulled over and you start taking off doing 60 miles an hour and it gets in the
130 miles per hour, that's what?
Right.
I just realized how fast that was. Like your tires basically aren't even touching the ground. Once you get to a certain speed, depending on the weight of your car, it's almost like your tires are hovering above the fucking asphalt. You hit a rock or something, or some retread off a damn transfer truck.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. See, Julius is saying why the cops need to stop with these petty traffic stops, but they do these petty traffic stops in order to find the bad people sometimes.
Or just to let them know.
Yeah. So, anyways, the high-speed police chase through Edmonton County, Kentucky, reached speeds of 130 miles an hour, and the alleged offenses that prompted couldn't have been more minor. 20-year-old Brandon Embry had failed to illuminate his license plate on February 26th. Wait a minute. He failed to illuminate his license plate light. You don't turn on your license plate light. So that means he was driving with no lights on. Okay, here's a different story. If you're driving without your license plate on, you know who normally does, or without your lights on, you know who normally does that? Drunk people.
Yep.
Right? Okay. And one of his two passengers, both minors, had failed to buckle their seatbelts. But when he fled, Deputy Sheriff Jordan Jones chased him for 18 miles until his Grand Am was T-boned by an SUV and crumpled. Let's see. The 14-year-old boy, as Jones approached the car, he ordered a 14-year-old boy slumped over in the back in the seat to show his hands. When the boy failed to comply, the deputy fired a taser into his back. He didn't comply because he was unconscious. Okay, I don't know about firing a taser into a guy that's just been in a car accident. That's a little much, if not too much. What did he run for? They're not saying what he ran for.
That's a Grand Prix. That's a fucking Grand Prix, is it not? That
Looks
picture?
like it. It sure does look like it.
How the fuck is that thing doing 130 miles per hour? Were they going down the hill?
Might have been. Let's see. Also, he's a convicted felon, and he chose to run from the police with two minors in his vehicles and actually caused the injuries. But they're still not saying what he was arrested, what happened. But they're trying to blame the cop for this, right? In all reality, come on. I mean, yeah, it may not have been the best reason to pull him over for, but if you take off doing 130 miles an hour and you get in a car crash, that's your own damn fucking fault. Don't blame the fucking cops.
Yeah, I'm sorry to anybody out there that may own a Grand Prix, but
What's up, Don?
every time I haven't been in a Grand Prix in a long time, but every time I used to sit in one, I would look around and go, "God damn, this is a piece of shit."
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it was a good thing that he pulled him over for that. But if you're getting pulled over for that, you know what? Just pull over, fucking man up, and take your thing. Now, if you start running from the cops, that's your own goddamn fault. You know, yeah, you can sit there and pull over, take the ticket, and be like, dude, you're really being an asshole and fucking pulling me over for my license out, my lights being out. You know? But to run?
Oh, I'll be the first one to admit that I've actually, I knew this wouldn't ever be a position, but I have police customers, and I've asked them jokingly, like, can I just be like the stupid police?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just literally going to pull people over for being fucking stupid, riding in the left lane with like people behind them, people in the right lane, at a stoplight trying to turn right. Then all of a sudden you decide you want to turn left, or I'm going to pull people over just for being stupid. Can I do that? And they're like, yeah, not a position for that. I was like, well, if I was ever a cop, I'd want to specialize in that. And then I want to go to detective. And they just laugh at me.
Yeah. Don, he got pulled over for his license plate light not being illuminated. Anyways, I don't know. It's just stupid. And so the stat says, nothing on the news acquitted Andrew Coffey, a black Florida man who didn't know deputies raiding them, because they didn't announce who they were. I guess they killed him. But also I saw another
make
news
a
story.
left-hand or right-hand turn on a two-way street without a stoplight, you don't put on a turn signal,
right?
Definitely pulling your ass over.
Dude, I got pulled over one time for for a headlight being out, and I went to Walmart to go put a new headlight in. They didn't have them, and so the cop pulls me out, leaving the Walmart parking lot, and he's like, "You know why I pulled you over?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably my headlight being out. Look, I'm here. I got it in my hand. I went to Walmart, but they didn't have any." And so he starts looking around, and he looks at me, and then he mentions my stepdad's name. He's like, "Hey, aren't you his son?" I was like, "Well, that's my stepdad." And this was back when I didn't get along with my stepdad. And so then the cop comes back and he wrote me a ticket for bald tires, a tattered seat belt, a crack in my windshield. He wrote me like 7 or 8 tickets, right? No headlight or missing headlight. And I was like, dude, I thought you said you knew my stepdad. He's like, yeah, your stepdad's a dick. I was like, well, I could have told you that. I think he's a dick too.
Maybe I should have said that earlier.
Right? Oh my gosh. So
maybe you let it go.
Right? No, but I saw something today about another case that's going on that's not being mentioned at all either. About black people murdering people, huh?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ghislaine.
Oh yeah, that's coming up too next week, right?
Yeah, well, I thought maybe you had some news.
No, no, not on her. I don't think so. We're almost done.
Now got through like jury selection, yeah.
Oh hey, so tomorrow, do you want to do that thing that Don Break mentioned? You want to watch on here to get? Well, we can only do it on Twitch. Do you want to? Are you doing anything tomorrow night for pre-Thanksgiving?
No.
Well, you want to do a quick news, and then we'll switch over to Twitch and We'll get super high, and we'll watch Step Brothers, and laugh and joke around through the whole movie.
That's Step Brothers?
Yeah.
I think I can do that.
All right. So we'll do the news tomorrow real quick, and then, guys, try and get a Twitch account, because I can't show that movie on YouTube. We'll go straight to Twitch, and then we'll do Step Brothers tomorrow. All right, so check this out. You guys all remember the Kursk, right? The Kursk, that Russian sub that was destroyed. Remember, we showed you a video where that lady, they injected her. She was like, "You guys killed my son," and then she was screaming. And remember, they injected her with something, and she passed out. So now they even made a movie called The Kursk. But a retired Russian admiral has alleged that the 2000 Kursk submarine disaster was caused by a collision with a NATO sub, an unproven claim that defies the official conclusion that the country's worst post-Soviet naval catastrophe was triggered by a faulty torpedo. Well, when do the Russians ever tell us the truth anyways, right? Retired Admiral Vyacheslav
What,
Popov.
you say we lie?
Oh, you lie all the time.
Oh. You disrespect me, Eddie. Why you say Russians lie? We say we not tell you the truth.
If he dies, he dies. You fucking liars.
Mr. Dias is Putin. You trust Putin? No KGB? You don't trust KGB?
I wouldn't trust Russia farther than I can throw him, and it's not very far.
Oh, you trust. Trust me, you trust.
What, you have to be on Amazon Prime to watch or follow along by timestamp and just chat? What are you talking? No, Brad, I'll put it on here. We'll play it. You'll be like 20 seconds behind, but you'll still hear us talking shit.
So you can get away with actually playing. I know you can get away with playing music, but you really haven't tried music videos or movies.
What are you talking about? No, I do music. That's all I do is music videos. I show the videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really switched over to that.
So I think we'll be all right showing them. If we get a copyright strike, then we're off Twitch for a little bit. No big deal, but
yeah,
you know.
No, okay, fair enough.
We'll test it
with it. We can make it a habit of it, and
make it just be part of the the whole thing. What am I doing? Let's see, cancel copy link.
I wonder if you can do like just to be safe about it. Can you do maybe like you might maybe Discord or something, but an invite only? You know what I mean?
Well, we're trying to build up our Twitch users, so no, I want to do it on Twitch.
Well, I know that, but building up Twitch users by restreaming a movie, for some reason, I just think that might get you in trouble, and it's going to hurt you in the long run, especially if they kick you off for restreaming a movie. Is there any way to do like a private Twitch stream, or to maybe do it on Discord, like under a private thing? I don't know. I'm just looking out. I guess this THCO is kicking in. THCO is some dope ass shit. I tell you that. I like it.
I think I think Twitch is very kind of I don't know. I don't think they're that hard. I don't think they're that rough. We're gonna test it out. If we get in trouble, we get in trouble.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Right.
Breaking the law.
So, anyways.
You know that song?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I never got into that was Judas Priest, right?
Yeah. Could you please, Don? Thank you. All right. Do you know Publix? Isn't that like a grocery store? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. So the Publix heiress insurrection troubles. There was no fucking insurrection, number one. What's owned by Amazon?
Everything.
I don't think Twitch really cares about copyright too much. A fundraiser's text revealed the importance of donations from Publix heiress Julie Jenkins Fancelli to the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. Once again, Yahoo, it's not an insurrection. Nobody's been arrested for insurrection. Let's see. The Wall Street Journal reported in January that Fancelli gave $300,000 to Women for America First. That's the rally that happened there. The Journal reported that Fancelli coordinated with InfoWars host Alex Jones to finance the events with Trump's fundraising official Caroline Wren. Let's see. The documents show. Anyways, the big picture. Let's read that. The next day, Fancelli made her largest federal political contribution to date of $250,000 to Trump victory. By election night, she had chipped in $565,000 more. So what? So what?
You know?
So now they're trying to say it was her money that we used. Or that people used. Why did I say we?
We.
Because we're Americans, that's why, maybe. What's this was? Oh yeah, the San Francisco DA files felony charges for 9 suspects in the Union Square thefts. Felony charges? I thought, wait a minute, how can you file felony charges? Aren't they all, you can't do, they're just robbing people, right? They're just stealing their clothing and stuff. It shouldn't matter.
Maybe the loophole is you can steal $999.99 worth.
Hold on, I can't pause this. Hold on. I can't pause it. So hold on 1 second, okay? These guys won't let me pause for some reason.
Suspects arrested for stealing from Union
Well, I'll
Square.
hear you in a second.
Fuck those guys.
Okay. ABC 7 News reporter Melanie Woodrow joins us live with the DA's announcement. Melanie.
Absolutely. You can see and hear these protesters that are here outside of the district attorney's office. They've been calling for Chesa Boudin's recall. This press conference to announce felony charges against 9 individuals who were arrested in connection with burglaries in San Francisco this weekend. One of those at the Louis Vuitton in Union Square, which we have video to show you of. 4 individuals charged in connection with the Louis Vuitton incident. Their charges included looting during a state of emergency, second-degree burglary, grand theft, and receiving stolen property. Also charged in connection with the incidents at Union Square, an individual who was a passenger in a car from Union Square. That individual charged with possessing a firearm with a prior felony. In addition to the Union Square incidents, there were also additional burglaries in the city this weekend. One of those at a cannabis dispensary. 3 individuals charged in connection with that one. And another burglary at a Walgreens. 1 individual charged in connection with that
closed
burglary.
captioning is not
Reporters asked the district
matching what they're
attorney
saying.
whether or not these 9 individuals will stay in custody and whether or not these charges could be reduced or dropped entirely.
Make them miss
This was his
Thanksgiving.
answer.
But ultimately, in every single case, including these, it is the decision of the judges of the Superior Court of San Francisco whether somebody stays in custody pending trial or whether they're released. Similarly, it is the decision of the judges of the Superior Court of San Francisco to decide what sentence should be imposed, including whether charges, in many instances, filed as felonies, as here, are subsequently reduced. My office has some discretion in that matter, and judges have discretion as well.
No, I haven't, Gates.
And right now you're looking at video of reporters and photographers having to quickly move inside for this press conference, which initially had been scheduled to take place outside. But again, then those protesters showed up and we were quickly moved inside. The district attorney saying that these individuals will be arraigned tomorrow. Live in San Francisco.
Sorry, John. For some reason, oh, see, you can't go back and forth on this one. I don't know why they do that with their videos. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying now?
I'm not sure, but I think I just figured out why they're charging them with the felony charges.
Okay, why is that?
They robbed Louis fucking Vuitton. I think this may have been what I was talking about. So they're saying, okay, you don't get in trouble, or we're not going to call the cops unless you steal like $1,000 worth of shit. Yeah. Now in a CBS, that's a whole bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Louis Vuitton, that's like less than one thing.
Right. Like, I don't even know. What is the cheapest thing at Louis Vuitton?
I don't know, but it's Louis fucking Vuitton. So it's like, I highly doubt, unless you're getting like a fucking, I don't even know what you would buy at Louis Vuitton that would cost under, $100.
Can you buy anything that's under $100?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, okay. A sticker.
Well, here, look. So
got Louis Vuitton stickers you can maybe buy for $40.
Okay, look. So it says search gifts under $3,000. That tells you how much shit costs. Let's type gifts under.
But that's exactly why I bet it's a federal crime, because they're like, okay, you can't steal anything less than $1,000. But as soon as it's $1,000 and one penny.
Okay, so I typed in gifts under $100. This is what popped up: $390. So I'm guessing this is the cheapest thing that they sell. And what is it? It looks like a cologne or perfume or something. Oh, this is just a sample. Or is it real? No, it's a real
That's probably
fragrance.
like shampoo or something.
What is it? It is passionate. Let's see. Order your Louis Vuitton fragrance. So it's a fragrance.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look for women new this season. Let's see what's new this season for women and how much shit costs. Whoa, this bag's $3,250. Why, folks? Why? A boot for $2,680? Wow.
I wonder if that's for a single boot.
Right?
It does say boot.
It does.
Not
You're
boots.
right. You're right. Look at it. It's just a little tiny purse. I mean, how big is that purse? Probably $4,300. How do they come up with their prices for this shit? Ladies, do any ladies in here actually buy this shit? How did they come up with how do you think they come up with their prices? Holy jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at chanclas, a sandal. $890.
I would totally rock that fucking light jacket that they had up there, though.
White jacket. White jacket.
Light jacket.
Light jacket. I don't know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, just below the earrings.
All right, let me find it again. Oh, you know how much that's... whoa, wait. Tell me which one. Hold on. Which one are you talking about? Is it a brown color?
Yeah, that Lurex monogram pullover.
$3,200.
That's not a jacket. That's a damn sweater.
Yeah.
I'd rock that if it was a light jacket, kind of like what I'm wearing now. I get lots of compliments on this jacket, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't pay that much for a jacket or a hoodie. But look at this.
No, I'd pay it. I just said I'd wear it.
Fucking sandals, $890 for sandals. Look at this. An envelope cart de Vista. This is just an envelope for holding something. $435. I don't know if you guys can see that one. Wow. That's all I'm saying is wow.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. All right. We're going to end on this one. This is just something cool. Stuff that, common household items have mind-blowing hidden functions. Let's see if you guys know, or if you guys know any of these. So a potato can be used to unscrew a broken light bulb. I think pretty much that's like a thing everybody knows, right?
Makes sense. Never thought about it, but
Okay, number 2, use a takeout box as a plate. I never thought about that. You open up the takeout box and just it turns into a plate. You need to look at that bag. Uh-oh, Dawn Break's getting excited. Stop foil from rolling away. Did you know that there was a button you could push in the middle of the box on a aluminum foil box? I didn't know that. I always pull on it and it always comes up. It's like, God damn it.
why would you need the hole?
Because if you have you ever lifted up on aluminum foil and it's in the box and you lift it up and it comes out of the box, the whole entire roll?
Uh-huh.
Well, this hole is meant to be there so it doesn't do that.
Oh, so just that little piece of cardboard keeps it from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I don't believe this one. It says use a dustpan to fill a bucket. If you ever struggle to fill a bucket of water from a sink without a hose extension, count yourself lucky. It's a major pain. Here's the problem I have with it. Look, there's a hole in the handle. How come water's not coming through that hole in the handle?
I assume that's the majority of where it's coming from.
But wouldn't a bucket be more? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Who knows?
Use plastic cups to measure. If you ever been to a barbecue or house party, you know these brightly colored cups well. Yeah, red Solo cups. I know that there's like a line for an ounce of whiskey and stuff. There's even a song about them. Yep. Despite the fact everyone uses one at some point, you may not know that you can use the lines of cups to measure liquids. These lines are supposed to be used as measurements for wine, beer, and liquor. That way you know how much you should pour in a cup so you don't overserve yourself. Drunk, can you ever overserve yourself?
That thing should only have one line.
Right? The top.
That's right. It's called the top.
Yeah.
You
You've done it,
one
Don
line,
Break?
fucking pussies.
All right, use a spoon to stop a pot from boiling over. I've actually done that, and it actually works. You know, like when you have when you're boiling water.
Or salt. I just put salt in the water.
Okay. Remove strawberry tops with the straw. Dude, those are easy to pull off. Who cares about that? Prevent peanut butter from separating. What do they mean by separating peanut butter?
Must be talking about organic.
It says peanut butter lovers know the frustration of reaching for the jar of deliciousness just to find the oil has completely separated. Do they do that? There is an easy way to solve that problem.
I think that's organic. You do you like what's it called? French onion dip?
Yeah, I do.
You ever go back to French onion dip like a few days later after you've opened and there's that water sitting on top?
Yeah, yeah.
I think maybe that's kind of what they're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Uh-oh, Don Break wants to buy a purse. I should have never showed Louis Vuitton. Don Break, are you one of those girls that have to have the expensive purses? Just curious. All right, your spaghetti spoon is designed to measure proportions. I kind of knew about this. You know that little hole in your whatever you call that thing that you grab the spaghetti with? Well, you can see it in the picture here. That's supposed to be one full portion for one person, I guess, of spaghetti.
I don't like pasta, so.
Oh, I love pasta. I knew this one. The arrow on your gas gauge. You know how on your gas gauge there's an arrow on there? It points to what side of the car or truck your door is on. I knew that one.
Yeah.
Don't use the wrong plunger. We all try to ignore our plungers until we actually need them, but you might want to pay a little more attention to this humble tool. The key is having the right item for the job. A cup-style plunger is better for a sink, while you should use one with the narrow end to clear toilets.
Huh.
That's funny. They're saying the cup-style plunger, which is this one, and they put an X through it. They're saying, but you're supposed to use it for that. I don't know. I'm a plumber and I never knew that. Pom-pom hats had an unusual function in the past. Pom-pom hats are extremely stylish and look very cute today. Do they look cute? They are very popular accessories, can be found in almost any wardrobe. What is their past? French sailors were wearing pom-pom hats. However, the intention was not to look adorable and stylish. They were protecting their heads from bumping into the ship's ceiling. Interesting. That makes sense. That makes sense. Wooden hangers are more useful than you thought. Is your closet full of wooden hangers? Hangers can say a lot about the personality of their owner, but did you know wooden hangers, why they were created? They were made to keep creatures such as moths away from wardrobe because it can damage clothes. Interesting. You can fill wall holes with a crayon. I don't know about that. Let's see. The hole on your padlock wasn't designed to make it easier to pick open. No, it's for water to drip out, right? Have you ever seen or shoved the bobby pin and the other small object pin in the hole in the bottom of a padlock? That's probably what method you use. However, those locks are designed to prevent moisture from collecting inside the lock. Yay, I was right. Use cooking oil on squeaky hinges. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that. The blue part of an eraser is the source of many myths. Yeah, what is that for, Drunk? Do you know? There are even rumors among school children the blue part of the eraser is able to erase ink. However, neither of these is true. The difference between the blue and the red part is that the blue part can be used on the thicker and tougher types of paper, while the red one should be used on either notebook or loose leaf paper. Interesting.
I think I stopped using pencils in about
second grade.
Fifth grade. No, right. Fifth grade. Probably fifth grade. Then you get to middle school and I want college ruled paper. I want pens, not pencils.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Especially
and
like
then wave came through, like a short wave came through when I was in 8th grade of using choo-choos. Remember choo-choos? The big pencils that you got like in kindergarten?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. That became like a trend like when I was in 8th grade for a couple months. But
no, when I was in kid,
the fine tip Sharpies. I love that shit.
No, you were cool if you had, it was like a pen, but it had all the different colors on there and you click the buttons.
Oh, yeah.
You were cool if you had one of those pens. What's tough paper? It's the stuff you go in at the cheap stores you wipe your butt with. You're using bobby pins upside down. I never use bobby pins. People with thick hair, this one's for you. If you know the pain of perfect hairstyle, just to have it fall apart in minutes, you might be using bobby pins wrong. Most people put the flat side against their scalp, but it actually works much better if you use the bumpy side down. That's how they were intended to work. Interesting. Make sticky notes lay flat. Yeah, that never happens. Let's see. However, if you're peeling it from the bottom, you're doing it wrong. Peel the side to help lay the note flat. Interesting. The other side of a pill bottle cap. Oh, I knew that. I do that all the time. You know about that one, right? We turn the pill
No,
bottle.
but I generally I didn't know the thing about the pill bottle, but I subconsciously I do have to deal with sticky notes a lot, and I do peel from the side.
Do you? Yeah.
Maybe I've gotten used to. Maybe something worked out in my head to where I realized that they didn't stick as well if I didn't do that. I don't know.
Maybe.
Never thought about that, but I do that. I peel it from the side.
Fast food container. So I've never seen this, so I don't know how real this is. While it's unclear if the design of these fast food meal containers were intended to be used this way, it absolutely can make your life easier. I guess there's holes in the middle that you can put your straw through so you can sit it on top of your cup. That's actually pretty cool. Matching a piece of fabric you get with new clothes. It's common to get an extra button with your new clothes. The reason an extra button is pretty obvious. But what about that piece of fabric? Many people think that it's
I
used
put a hole in that real quick. Like, why would you want your hot food on top of your cold drink?
Well, heat rises, so it wouldn't heat up the soda, I wouldn't think.
But it would still make your food colder.
No, because cold goes down.
100%.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
I know, but you would think,
Yeah.
I know the other way that no, because if let's say if I love chicken, grilled chicken Caesar salads.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, if I get a grilled chicken Caesar salad, I will ask them not to put the actual chicken on the salad. I'll put the chicken in the salad.
Oh, so it doesn't warm up the salad. Okay, I get that.
So that is cold on the bottom and heat on the top, right?
Well, yeah, but that's touching each other. That's a different thing.
Yeah. I'm high.
When you drink a little bit of your soda, there's a big gap of air in there that insulates it. I don't know. Anyways. And now if you get those paper straws, can you imagine those paper straws trying to hold that?
And these are the things that drunk uncle worries about.
Right? All right, the 57 ketchup trick. Okay, so is it on the sides where the 57s are? It's where you put your fingers, and if you shake it just right, it goes down. That's how you can get the ketchup out, right? Isn't that the 57 trick?
I don't know. Luckily, I mean, if you're eating good food, you never have to use this stuff.
You always got to put ketchup on French fries or something, or ranch or something. So it says, find the little 50.
A little bit of salt for me. That's it.
Find the little 57 that's raised on the side of the bottle. Angle the opening towards your fries and tap the spot with the heel of your hand. And it really works. So I guess I was doing it wrong. You got to tap your heel. How do you fucking? I don't know. I don't get that one. Open bananas from the bottom. Why would you? Okay, how could I be using bananas wrong if you're? It's not that you're using them wrong. It's that there's a better way to open them. Opening bananas from the top causes bruising and can be frustrating. Flip them around and squeeze the bottom.
I was about to say probably bruising.
I would have never thought that. You put mustard on your fries? Interesting. All right, the color square is at the bottom of your toothpaste tube. If you look at the bottom of your toothpaste tube, you'll notice a colored square, blue, red, black, or green. Many people have mistaken that each color reveals the ingredients of the toothpaste. Red for natural chemical, green for all natural, and blue for natural plus, etc. The truth is that all these squares have nothing to do with your toothpaste at all. It's just a mark for the light beam sensors during the manufacturing process. There you go. A built-in spoon rest. Here's another tip for the kitchen. When you're short on counter space and don't have room for a spoon rest, you can use the hole at the end of your pan handle. I knew about that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. The headrest.
Never thought to use it because it's never been convenient.
Right. I always just use a spoon, or I just set the spoon. Now what I do, I just have the bowl. Like if I'm making my tomato soup, I just have the bowl next to it, and I just put the spoon in the bowl.
Yeah. Generally, I'll flip the spoon over so it doesn't slide all the way down and just kind of like lay it in there.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like extremely high temperatures, but if it's just simmering, yeah, I just flip the spoon over and.
Oh, not me. I've burnt my fingers before doing that. The most obvious feature of the headrest is to provide comfort for passengers and drivers. However, there's a hidden feature at work here. You probably have noticed that the headrests are detachables and have metal bars. If you've ever been trapped inside a vehicle and you need to get out quickly, the headrest can be used to smash your car windows. Really, I would have never thought that. I would have never thought that. Use a pop can tab to hold a straw.
I was thinking maybe that they would design the headrest to, like, if you needed to turn your car into a somewhat comfortable bed, that you could lay the seat back and it would meet perfectly with the back seat. But totally wrong.
Man.
Safety.
So, flip the side of the yogurt cup. Well, I don't eat yogurt, so. We felt a little sorry for not knowing this one, but we had to share this in case you didn't know either. I guess it's meant for you to flip it over and fold your fruit in there. Seal a screw with nail polish. Glue screws can be such a pain. If only there were a magic substance you already have in your cabinet that could help. I don't have nail polish in my cabinet. Do you have nail polish in your cabinet, drunk uncle?
Not that I know of.
They're saying if
Well, unless Chappie left it.
Unless who left it?
Chappie. I'm trying to stray away from using her real name. I don't know if she wants me to use her real name anymore.
I know,
or not.
but I didn't think you were gonna. Anyways,
She used to live here.
Oh, she used to live there. Well, weren't you
Yeah,
guys?
she lived with me for a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. Let's see. So it says caulking is one of those tasks nobody wants to do. It can be a huge mess. It's hard to get the perfect edge, but you use painter's tape. Yeah, well, being a plumber, I know that one. So basically what you do is you set down the tape and then you pour the caulking and then you take it off and it's perfect. Quickly delete entries in any calculator app. Save yourself some grief next time you need to do some quick math. When using a built-in calculator, you can simply swipe right to delete the last number you entered. Interesting. Silica gel in food shoe boxes. As air fresheners. However, they actually silica gel packets, which serve the purpose of absorbing moisture. You can you can put your cell phone in there when it's wet. The packets of gel have been dry out wet smartphone, helping clothes smell fresh. So there you go. The little disc under plastic bottle caps. Am I the only one that will take a bottle cap and like when you're drinking soda? Maybe it's like a nervous tick, but I always like to pop those fucking things out and play with them. Do you ever do that? On a soda bottle or water bottle?
I don't drink soda, so and when I drink water, it's out of the faucet, so I guess not.
Yeah.
I don't have the opportunity to do so.
Well, those little things. Well, I guess everybody knows. Those things are for to keep the carbonation inside. Use your dishwasher to sanitize
I
items
remember
like toys.
those. What do they call it? What they call like Tropicanas or what was those teas or whatever that had all the cool sayings underneath it.
Snapple.
I remember I used to just sit there and because a lot of people had them. I would just reach over and touch the top and go make it. Is that what you're talking about? That little.
No, there's little plastic discs in there. They're just to seal it. It's like a gasket.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the little clicky top on the Snapple bottles.
Oh no, I used to mess with those all the time too, though. Okay, so holes in Converse shoes have two purposes. I wonder what they are.
I forgot about this one. I can't remember what it is.
It may be surprising to you, but the two extra holes in the side of your Converse shoes actually have two purposes. That's right, it's not just for a specific design. The first purpose is providing ventilation to your feet. The holes hold the air to circulate inside a shoe to help prevent from sweating too much. The second purpose is to let you be creative with the laces. You do not have to choose traditional lacing techniques all the time. Well, there you go. The small dot on the back of your smartphone. There's a small hole. Where is my phone? I don't see a small hole. Are they talking about this small hole or this one? But it says there's a small hole in the back of your phone between the flash and the camera. My phone doesn't have it. Many people may not know this, but it's actually a microphone. Its purpose is to reduce the amount of external noise when you talk. Interesting.
Or it's the CIA.
It might be.
They're turning the frogs gay.
All right. Toothpaste and the three colored stripes. Aquafresh is one of the most famous toothpaste in the world. You may think that the combination of three colors is simply a marketing hook. However, in fact, each color is known for its unique purposes and ingredients. The white contains substances to remove plaque and whiten teeth. Blue is known for breath freshening and antimicrobial effects. And the red contains the special elements to help to keep your gums healthy. I didn't know that. Let's see.
Why are they?
Oh.
Why is toothpaste got to be racist?
Right? I know, right? Holy shit. All right, the little bumps on the F and the J keys of your keyboard is so you can find fuck Joe Biden. Right?
Blind people.
So Dawn says she loves anything in a glass bottle. I gotta get in the glass bottle. So it says, if you're a trained typist, you definitely know what the purposes of these two bumps. If you practice 10-finger typing, you can use the F and the J keys as home keys on which your index finger sits. Interesting. I thought it was for Braille.
Well, I mean, yeah, in its most basic form, that's exactly, why it's most commonly used. But then you start to get into, the home keys. But once the home keys were set, that's gold for somebody that can't see. They know exactly where they are.
Oh, yeah. All right. Easily clean a pan. What's your least favorite chore? For us, it's doing the dishes. Save yourself the hassle next time and boil a little water in the pan before you clean. Add some vinegar too if it's nonstick. The results are magic. Holes in ballpoint pen caps. Am I the only one that used to chew on these
Spray
things?
the pan out while it's still hot. Cleaning almost done.
Yeah. Did you ever chew on pencil pen caps?
No, not pen caps, but the little pointy thing that came off the side.
Oh, yeah. I used to chew on that all the time. Why do they have the hole in the pen cap? It's to help airflow.
You don't joke.
It's to help airflow to the cap. I thought that would dry it out. Oh, is to help airflow continue to the cap. This means that it helps that with the help of the cap, the person who swallowed it will be able. So they do that for in case somebody swallows the cap. Really. The little pockets on your jeans have a secret function. The tiny pocket is so small, it's hard to believe that you can use it for storing something. I always put like change in there.
Pocket watch.
As the real pocket has a long history. It appeared in the jeans of the cowboys in the 19th century, was for keeping their watches safe. You got it, drunk uncle. Okay, what about ridges on the coins? One of the most common questions people ask
For this
about their...
one,
Huh?
I know this one.
You do?
I should.
It goes back to the 18th century when quarters and half dollars were made from gold, and the other coins were made from copper and silver. The actual was a security feature that helped prevent the casual fraud from scraping off tiny bits of gold and silver. Nickels and pennies were never made of valuable or expensive materials, so there was no need to add ridges to them. Interesting. All right, what about these holes at the top of your running shoes? Many people find them awkward and unnecessary because they simply do not know the real function. These holes were created so that runners can lace their running shoes in many ways by getting the customized support they need while they run.
Yeah. When I play basketball, I would use those top holes.
Yeah.
All right. Secure your ankles better.
Question: When you start out your shoes, what's that, Bethany? When you start out your shoes, do you start out on the bottom and do you put them in? Do you know what I mean? You go from the outside of the shoe in, or do you go from the inside of the shoe out?
I start from the middle.
You start from the middle. No.
So
no, what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking. So when you're lacing it, right? Do you make it look to where the lace goes in from the outside, or do you make the lace come from the inside and go out? Do you
I
get
always make it look like the lace is coming from the outside.
Yeah, I always take the laces and put them on the outside into the shoe. I just think it looks better.
Boom. Oh yeah, I used straight lace for a while. That's incredibly awkward to lace up every day because you got to pull. You know what straight lacing is, don't you?
No, maybe, but don't know the name.
It doesn't look like your laces are crisscross. It just looks like 4 little bands or 5 little bands coming across.
Yeah.
But you have to like skip eyelets and skip over, and then the other one go over, and then you skip 2 on that side. It looks cool, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to lace up every morning. But when you're in middle school, you go through to look cool.
No, Bethany, I had a bad day yesterday though. I hope your day is going better. Your day goes better now. All right, so women's shirt buttons used to tell social status. You may not know, but the position of the buttons on a women's shirt and blouse is symbolic and has a special meaning. You can. I thought so like guys, the button's on the right. Girls, the button should be on the left, right? Isn't girls button differently?
Yeah.
It says back in the day, buttons placed on the left indicated that a woman belonged to the upper class and is properly dressed by her servants. In contrast, if the buttons are on the right, it told the world that she most likely you were a farmer or a commoner. Really interesting. Metal rivets on your jeans. They do not exist for fashion. They are strategically placed on certain areas where jeans used to fall apart. Oh, I kind of knew. That's kind of like obvious. Toblerone, the design of the Toblerone chocolate bar. I haven't had one of these in forever. Let's see. Most people assume.
Case, why don't they have rivets on the damn crotch?
Right.
Saying, huh?
M&M stand for Mars and Murray. I didn't know that. Escalator brushes are not for polishing shoes. It's to keep shit from going down there, right? These nylon brushes do not allow you to stand too close to the sides, and they push your feet away from the escalator side panels. And they have prevented thousands of accidents. Don't be afraid of the holes in the airplane windows. I know, I've always wondered about this. The hole has two purposes. The first purpose is to compensate for air pressure. The other purpose is to prevent the window from fogging up. Interesting.
Holes in airplane windows. I've never seen that.
You never look. They're on all. They're at the very bottom of all airplane windows. I've seen them.
I mean, I haven't been on an airplane much, but I always seat myself next to the window because I love fucking watching going over the clouds, and it looks like it's like a bunch of puffy snow that I've never noticed a hole in the window. That would probably freak me out.
You're paying attention just to the clouds and stuff. Oh my gosh, you this made me laugh. You never meant to blow your lollipop. I like a whistle. Did you blow into those lollipops with the little hole at the top when you were a kid? No, I didn't. What the hell?
What?
Maybe your kids are still doing the same, but that's not the purpose of these holes. So what? Oh, down here on the stick. There's a hole in lollipop sticks? The hole allows the
Lollipop is a brand?
I don't know. I think all lollipop sticks. It says the hole allows the candy to adhere securely to the stick, ensuring it doesn't come loose and slip down into your throat. Interesting. Have you noticed that fast food cups sweat a lot of condensation, making a big mess? You can avoid that properly by removing the lid and placing it on its coaster. I didn't know that the lids were coasters. Did you? I didn't know that. Your favorite backpack has a diamond-shaped design for historical purposes. Who cares? Pockets found in women's underwear. I don't. Most women's underwear have little pockets sewn into them. No, they're not used for storing pads, tampons, or anything else fancy in there. Well, what do you? Any ladies in here? Do you have holes in your underwear or pockets? They're called
Those ain't panties. Those are bloomers.
Bloomers. They are called panty gusset and have a very specific purpose. Usually the gussets are made of moisture-wicking, breathable materials in order to keep the privates properly vented and dry. Okay. Glad I'm not a woman, have to deal with that. Pack using the rolling method. When packing officially for a trip, look to flight attendants and Marie Kondo for advice. Both recommended rolling your clothes instead of folding them.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I've seen that before too. Have you ever wondered if there was a purpose to those creases you see in fancy trousers? The answer goes back to the 19th century. Because of how they were folded when the long journey by the ship, when they received to the buyers, the crease was not fixable. Because of this, they made it into a fashion statement. Okay. Tic-Tac containers. Hey, Brownie. If you've ever found yourself having trouble getting yourself just one Tic Tac, the Tic Tac company actually designed the box to help with that. The little tab on the opening of the Tic Tac box perfectly fits a single Tic Tac. When you tilt the box at an angle...
Brownie's got to get her time. I'm sorry.
Come on,
She was
Brownie.
looking all cute.
Come on, Browners. Come on. All right.
There,
There's
Browners.
the Browners, huh, Brownie?
Uncle, make sure you get your time.
Your breath stinks, mamas. Your breath stinks. You got stinky breath.
You're like, shut up, bitch.
Huh? Stinky breath. Dude, did our chat stop or something? I haven't seen anything since Bethany asked if anybody had a bad day. Wonder what's going on. Anyways, all right.
I just got a new one from Paul, from Eric.
You see one? I'm not getting them.
Huh.
Oh, well. I'm sorry. I can't see you guys' chat anymore. The little tab on the... let's see. The punt at the bottom of a wine bottle. This helps each wine bottle balance and stand upright. Okay. Turn a sheet of aluminum foil into a funnel. Barcode readers read the white parts, not the black. Really? I thought they read the black parts, didn't you?
You would assume so.
Right. Combat a sunburn with shaving cream. Shaving cream actually works as a great topical healing cream in the pinch. The menthol in the product offers a cooling effect. However, it's important to keep in mind there are better products out there for sunburns. Well, then why are you telling us this? Reinforcement stickers with a secondary use.
Before I say anything else, can you scroll back up to that barcode?
Yeah. It'll take you a second. Tell me when you see it.
But you're already on it?
Yeah.
You know those numbers below correspond what the lines make?
I get that's what I thought, but I don't understand how it works.
I don't either, but yeah. So like when I'm doing inventory, like I can flip over the back of the box, type in that little number into my like inventory, and when I scan it, it does that. So each one of those numbers, I guess, represents like a character.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're not in retail, why would you even think about stuff like that?
Yeah. All right. Add cheese to burgers after cooking. That's what I always do. The cheeseburger is a culinary masterpiece, especially when grilled over some hot coals, but you could be making a critical mistake. We all love melty cheese, but wait until it's off the fire to add your cheddar. It will still melt, but it won't coat the grill and make it harder to clean. Oh, I thought it was going to be some important reason. If you're terrible at remembering...
No, they're just sacrificing the shit. That's dumb. I turn off the heat. I'll put on the cheese. Well, it depends on what kind of cheese it is. If it's blue cheese, when I flip the burger or the steak, I put the blue cheese on. But if it's just like regular ass American cheese or something, I'll wait till it's damn near blue cheese on. 90% done. I put the cheese on. I cut the grill off, and then I shut the hood.
Dude, there's all kinds of chat that I'm missing. Sorry, guys. It's freezing tonight in Florida. Never mind. I was gonna ask you something. Never mind. Oh, shut up already. Does it smell like the neighbors? I don't know why I can't see the comments anymore. I'm making you hungry? Really? Alright, so whiten your teeth for the cheap. There's no longer need to spend a fortune on professional whitening strips. You can use a banana peel. Simply rub the inner white side of a peel against your freshly buffed teeth for about 2 minutes every day, and you get whiter teeth. Who would have thunk it? The drawer underneath your oven. You've always wondered what that drawer is. Yeah, it's for storing pans, right? Should be used for. Is it just for storage, or can it be really used as a warming drawer to heat your food? It can serve 3 different functions.
It's a broiler.
Well, yeah, sometimes, right? If you have a warming drawer, you should typically see the words warming drawer as a button option on your stove. If you have a gas oven with a narrow drawer, that would be the broiler drawer. If your oven doesn't have a button and the drawer is rather deep, this is the type strictly made for storage, and you should not put food in it. Okay. Let's see. The design of the milk carton. Primarily, milk carton design is a circular imprint on the plastic. Yeah, I always wonder what that's for. This design has multiple functions. Primarily, this feature is structural integrity and should help keep the milk jug completely breaking or exploding should the milk be banged on a table. May also be a way of showing if the milk's expired. Oh, interesting. Why do electrical plugs have those 2 holes? There's 3.
We already went
We
that
already
one.
went over that one. So, all right, that was it, folks. There you go. It was just something to do on a Thursday night. Did y'all have fun? We stayed a little late. I'm hungry. I'm gonna cook a steak. I got a steak all covered up and stuff right now for me. What are you gonna have for dinner, Drunk?
Chicken breast and steamed broccoli.
Steamed broccoli. Ooh. Sounds good.
Well, no. I was, trying to eat better.
Yeah, not me. I'm having a big old ribeye steak. Or I forget what. I think I got a ribeye. I don't know what I got.
Steak's still good for you.
Heck yeah. Gonna go grub on some steak.
Anyway, yeah, you got you some blue cheese crumbles over there?
No blue cheese crumbles, unfortunately.
Oh, goodness.
Are you saying I suck, Don Break? What? Are you saying I suck? Who sucks? Because I'm having steak? Well, you can come over and have some with me, but you're too far away. You're going to have an omelet, Andy? What kind of omelet? You got to have bacon in there, right? You got to have some bacon in that omelet. Avocado, salsa, cheese, more bacon. Salsa. All right,
Less
guys.
people putting salsa in shit you shouldn't be.
How do we not eat yet? Because it's only 9:30 over here. Well, Drunk Uncle's, he comes straight from work and then eats after. We have a habit of eating after the show. That's what we do. Well, come on over, Don. You can have some of my steak. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get the hell out of here. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be here. If you're not gonna be here, have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your loved ones. And hopefully you don't have too many crazy uncles or whoever's starting shit.
Yeah. I'm the only uncle that starts shit around here.
There you go. What do I do? Wait. You totally be a friend with me? Well, thank you. Good to know. Good to know. What do? I do this. I film stuff. That's what I do. And I tell you the news and how I feel about it. With my St. Bernard. Where is he?
Adios, stats.
So, all right, guys. Catch y'all later. Drunk Uncle, what do you got to say? Isn't there something you want to say?
Goodbye.
Here comes the monster. Can you see him? Here comes the monster. Hi, Donnie. He's like, Dad, I want my screen time. Shaking the butt. All right, guys. Well, if we don't see you once again, happy Thanksgiving. But we'll be on tomorrow night. We'll do the news, and then we'll go to Twitch, and we'll do...
I'm an entrepreneur, Brian.
Yeah, Drunk Uncle is an
No,
entrepreneur.
brick and mortar store owner.
Yeah.
They stuff. Yeah, cool.
I'm a retired plumber because my disability, I had to quit a long time ago. And then Drunk Uncle's an entrepreneur. I just film shit and play with my dogs. That's what I do. I'm retired. That's what I am. Anyways, guys, you have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving if we don't see you. But we'll be back tomorrow night at 6 o'clock California time to do the news. And then we're going to watch Step Brothers on Twitch while we're really super high and making fun of it. Oh, Brownie's got to say goodbye. Come on, Browners. Come on. Come on, then. Say goodbye. There you go. There's some Browners love. And then Donnie's got to get jealous. You would think a St. Bernard wouldn't get jealous. But he does. All right, guys. See you later. Say bye, Donnie. All right, guys. Catch you all later. Have a good night. And we'll see you soon.